I'm not doing that because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back after a week off, a Fond du Lac weekend, golf, softball, and whatever else. Like, that's about it, actually. And food. 11-11, good burgers.
Yes.
We talk about it every once in a while. I think, Ed, you've been there, right? You said, or not yet?
I've not been to 11-11.
Maybe you'll drive to. Stop there one day, I'm sure.
I see it.
Yeah, love them.
Get the fish.
Yeah, the fish fry was incredible. It really was. So, yeah, we're back. It's just me, Ed, and Tim tonight. A threesome. We'll see how that goes. I forgot the oil. Career. So anyway, let's how we're at.
Well, I spent the weekend going to my graduation parties again. I'm like really losing this.
How?
I do it so I'm not getting any money, giving out money.
There you go.
That story. Tell you that. I'm actually in my part, graduating from, they need to learn because they're, still wet. So, yeah, it's not good for you. So, they yesterday.
Yes, they did.
That's awesome.
Still like it. Can still take that.
Me a bottle of Malone. You do with that? No. Like off. Okay.
I had to do 1.5. I had it here. He told me you should have seen the look at.
Give him a happy date afterwards, which is like the Malord of seltzers.
Oh, those are. Yes.
Here's story. Okay. No, that's gonna be my week. You go ahead. Wait, how was your week? I got a lot. News got a lot popped in my head just now.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. We almost got 2 weeks out. And the other here, I'll just keep going.
No, go ahead.
2 weeks.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then it was Father's Day the weekend before.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't have kids. Nobody would have kids with me. I mean, and I don't blame them. Right?
Opening the door. Ed.
No, they keep swiping left, or
passing up your van with the free tacos. Yeah.
So I'm out and I'm like at Farm and Fleet. The lady, I'm buying chicken feed. Lady's like, Happy Father's Day. And I'm like, well, Happy Hanukkah to you, lady. And she just stops and stares at me.
You should have said Happy Juneteenth.
I didn't, I was just in the moment, right? I'm a little pissed off, right? I'm like, Hanukkah, and she just stares at me. Weird. And I was weird. You assumed I'm a male and have a penis. So I assumed you were Jewish because jeez, what the fuck? So I did that a couple times on Father's Day.
Nice.
Off.
Stuff. Good stuff.
That's awesome. I did the Blade in Blast.
after we got ended up fucking laughing my ass off all day with those guys, and then bartender because I olives for my right.
Facebook Scott's not no.
Right.
Not him.
And yeah. And the whole thing is like olives, she had a fucking super bring those over here. Not more. You would think old fashions that you would nah, big fucking container. Grab like dance and stuff at Fond du Lac, like reliving my mid and late and 20s and early 30s, and just had a blast.
You didn't have another dance incident like what was the one when somebody's wife called and he was
copy.
What did he say?
I should have said his name, bro.
It doesn't matter.
He I can't tell the story. Love and
because I heard you were like threw that out there.
Right.
He's like, "How'd you find that out?" She goes, "Well, now I."
Right.
And then he goes, "Well, I still want to come home."
You good comeback.
So all of us,
whatever. Right. And then I had Hawks Father's Day for golf. That course is just amazing. That was phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah. Nothing like having a little bit of hope. He's run off like 16 in a row against one. Just got to
we kind of crashed that one.
I was glad you guys
but give you a little bit. You didn't have to talk as much.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys get so excited about things.
Right. Yeah.
When I said, get up. Just like, we're talking
about cheese curds and eat tartar sauce.
Cajun cheese.
It was tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. It was good.
Yeah. It was
good for homemade.
Yeah.
Your date, you know,
Right.
the three. She goes, "You guys get so excited."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're having a good time here, lady. It's for you to go home.
Yeah.
So I'll say one thing. Someone was a fourth wheel.
Yeah. I should have left.
No.
For that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watched most of the first round of the draft, which I thought was fascinating, and my bad will be, or my ugly will be, so, and not, well, probably for the reasons that you guys think. Shit, LSU today. But like 22.
Really?
Yeah. Florida got the record for most home runs for the college, like, you know, and like
Ben.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
For the Yankees.
Right.
Well, Coach Spurrier was running up today.
and I bought up another pair of Rick. For base, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he can't.
No, he can't. He played minor league ball.
Yeah, he did. Still funny though.
God, how was your week?
My weeks were good. So, you guys ever babysitted for a weekend? You're old men.
Can I guess who it was?
But the best was that. Well, that's the first thing that happened. Yes. Me and Tim are sitting there watching our first or second game, or the game's going on, and Tim's like, look over there. and there is Willie running around by the field with bubbles being made out of a stick and not blowing him. He's just wandering around almost like a one of those dancers in the Olympics. He looked like. And then 2 minutes later, he's petting dogs. Next minute, you look over, he's playing with little kids. I mean, he was.
And then back to doing the bubbles.
Yeah. He needed some ADHD medication that day, I think.
And didn't you guys get specific directions to make sure he eats during this whole weekend?
Maybe.
Can you please make sure he eats?
And he did eat. I mean, like the morning he got food. So he ate stuff. I mean, I don't know, but he was. I mean, Eric Church, Drink in My Hand, that is his theme song.
Yeah.
There's always a drink in his hand.
Yeah. Friday night, like every time we looked around, Willie had a drink. And
from Friday until Sunday at the end, there was a beer in his hand.
Right.
So, hey, he had a good time. Good for him.
Yeah.
But the best story of the whole time was the funniest thing that happened. I was in the shower. And Rick, I wish Rick was here to tell a story, but we got back to the hotel a little later because we went out late we didn't go out till like 10:30 on Saturday because we went to eat. Nice little place called the Backyard in Fond du Lac, also good food. Right. We ate there. We got back 10:30. Like, let's go out for one. We got back at 2, but not that long. When you go out at 10:30, you only out for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. So it wasn't a big deal. We get back and we all decided we didn't drink that much really all day. So we open up some Happy Dads and we have a happy, open them up and having a few and put it down. We put them down and I don't know. I might have finished half. Rick may have finished his. Willie, didn't finish his obviously because I'll tell you the story how it went. So the next morning Rick gets up. I think he takes a shower first, and I get up. I hop in the shower. As I'm in the shower, Willie pops up, and he looks at Rick and goes, "Happy Daddy Day," and he slams the rest of his Happy Day. Now this is after he fell off. This is after he fell off his air mattress right when we were in bed, and then the whole night his air mattress was a giant pillow for him because he was perpendicular to the air mattress the whole night. That was his pillow, and
so you had a pillow taco.
Yeah. Well, he was laying like it was a giant pillow. Right, that's what he did. Yeah, and and then the next morning I wake up, his head's like this, straight up in the air, and it was just it was like the 8th wonder of the world that weekend. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he's annoying.
But he was entertaining. There's a point though. It gets
I hit him.
Yeah, he did hit him. Yeah. We're waiting in line for 11:11.
Right.
You warned him
twice.
There was a fair warning, and the next thing you know, there's a punch to the left ventricle.
I heard it was a pretty solid punch too.
Yeah. Willie was like, "Whoa, guess he was serious."
It's like. I didn't know I was talking to Conor McGregor.
We didn't go in the bathroom.
Too soon?
Yeah. So, and then I golfed in 2 outings this weekend for golf today and yesterday, Saturday and Sunday. So it was a good time. It was fun overall. And then my daughter's team, they went 2-1 at regionals. They ended up not getting knocked out.
So they're going to be.
They're on their way home tonight. So yeah. So they lost their game. Way up 1-0, and I guess I heard that. One was a handball in the box. If you don't understand that, a handball in the box, you get a PK. And the handball, I think, was legit. But then they called a yellow card on our goalie for bumping a girl in the box, which a lot of people said nobody. And they got so they scored 2 goals on PKs, penalty kicks, and our goal was in the game. So it happens. It's part of the game. You complain. I talked to my wife. So the refs weren't great, but you know what? How you beat that? You score 3 goals.
Right.
Yep. That's what you do. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Yeah. Right. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah. For me, it's tough to see a soccer game getting decided that much by a bad call or two.
Well, I mean, when it's,
I guess if you got a penalty kick and a 0-0, yeah,
and not one. It was 1 thing when they were already one.
I mean, that's about it. There's so much time and really no scoring.
Yeah. You can only score 4-point maximum because it goes by goal differential.
Yeah,
they won their first game 3-0. The second game 14-0.
So they got.
They only get 4 goals for each, but the other team won their games by 4. They won like 4-0 and like 12-0. So they got 4. So they're ahead by a whole goal. They could have tied. Still wouldn't have mattered. Still would have knocked out. Yeah. But anyway, it's kind of that's our soccer talk for the night for the year. Right. So yeah, that was my week. Everything's good. My last in the house. People see the basement's getting redone, so we're gonna have a new.
Armando's putting out some big cash there. Huh?
Yeah.
He's
nice financial backing from your dad, so you can sit in China and you. Oh,
wrong dad.
Wrong dad.
Yeah. We don't call my dad. We don't call my dad the big guy.
Sorry, I lost track. I just keep watching the news.
So let's start how we start off each week. The good, bad, and the ugly. And we'll start with let's start with Ed, and you can pick what you want to start with, good, bad, or ugly, obviously. Whatever you like to start with. Whatever you like.
Oh, let's go with let's start in the middle. We've never done that, have we?
Okay, good. Bad then, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna go the Los Angeles Dodgers. They had a tough week or so here.
Oh boy.
They had the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence honored while they mocked Christians, which, you know, there's a lot of Christians in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, and then they had their worst home loss since the McKinley administration. And for you kids that went to public school, that was 125 years ago. Finally, they were swept at home by the Giants for the 6th time since 1958.
Wow.
And they play, what, 4 times a year like that? That's only happened 6. So, I mean, that's 4 times in over, what is that, 70, 60? Yeah, probably in some time you've played.
How do you calculate how much paint you need?
I call the paint store.
There you go. I need this much.
I need a hammock of paint.
6 of these.
Oh wait, I just went to the corner. So this much more on top. That's it.
Oh, wait a second. That's on backwards. I've yelled actually at people on. You think I'm putting the paint on upside down or what? Yeah. So the Dodgers pretty bad week.
Yeah.
So, Timmy.
My bad. 3 of the top centers from the NCAAs that didn't get drafted. Drew Timme from Kentucky, who ended up signing a contract with the Bucks. Adama Sanago, he was the most outstanding player in the Final Four when he led Connecticut to the NCAA title. And then Oscar, I'm going to butcher this name, Shewebe, who played for Kentucky, who was actually National College Player of the Year and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award winner for the best. The 3 of those players weren't drafted, which because the way they're centering on these multi-positional players, 9, 6, 8, that can do multiple things, like the center is dying on basketball, but it really isn't, because about the top 3, which is Jokovic, Embiid, and then I would put Giannis as a center as well because of his size. So, it's contracts with the Bulls respectively. So, I'm really interested in.
Scared the shit out of me.
I think I pit a little bit.
Apologize. That was.
Usually when you do something, you press the button.
The word of the day.
That would have been a
That's
great
what you
one.
get. No, that's my other than not just spraying us.
It was like a water ride.
Oh, we need to keep Willie off this show more often. This is actually funny.
Oh God. My there's on the 18th hole or whatever hole we're on, and we're about to take a ball. Girl comes over. The guys golfing with me all got their drink, and I was buying the rounds, getting my, and I go to the, and as I go to him, and I look, and there's a red directly across, and oh, that's not a great. Like, there's no hole around here, and Rick actually part of the show looks over and goes, "Hey, we're playing 18." Yeah, Rick goes, "Hey, we are too." These guys played up on us.
Oh.
Like they were like directly. Like, I mean, if they could have hit the ball, they were exactly directly across from us. Like, they were the same yardage and everything. It was crazy. And I'm like, so we're like,
For the outing?
yeah. I don't know who they were. Sharon Lanes, I didn't know one of the guys, so I have no idea who they were. But I don't know how they didn't see us.
Right.
We were just off it was on the 18th, the dog leg that goes toward the clubhouse.
Right.
The old number 2. So we were in a good position. We were by the hill going in. So we were great, but you could see us.
Right.
Wasn't like it was so I have no idea what they were looking at. Because maybe they were mad they were gonna play through because we're waiting for the cart goal. First and foremost, when you're golf outing, someone's at the cart, you gotta wait.
Right.
That's just how it is.
Right.
It's a golf outing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's my bad. I
Yeah.
just thought it was dumb people.
Bad etiquette.
Dumb. Yeah, just dumb. Okay. So which way you going? Good or
I'm
ugly?
gonna go ugly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I like going downhill.
Okay.
Last week, Johns Hopkins Medical School defined a lesbian as a non-man attracted to non-men. Did you see the story? It's a pretty big story, actually.
Man.
Non-man attracted to non-men.
And that's traditionally what we believe it is, right?
And I wondered if this complex
Right?
interaction...
Non-man, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a woman.
Right.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
I wondered if this complex interaction could be described in another manner. You know, like, too bad we don't have words in the English vernacular that would describe this. Oh, wait a second. How about a woman attracted to a woman? What the fuck is a non-man?
A woman.
Yeah. By their definition, an elephant that wanted to bang a table saw is a lesbian. It doesn't make any sense. They're both non-men.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. From upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
It's perfect. Yeah, so then they retracted. That was their medical description. So they actually had to retract it after, people were outraged by how stupid it was.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I have no idea.
John Hopkins is pretty respected too.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Right.
This is the worst ride I've ever been on in my life.
Right.
Oh, God. So
You get a lot of time with
Change
him.
the channel.
it's like UHF.
I know. Yeah, for you kids out here, there used to be UHF channels that were like way like
32,
channel
24,
55,
32, 24. They were UHF. Yeah.
Right, 66.
Yeah.
66
Yeah.
out of Aurora. That's pretty much what Wayne and Garth was.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Wayne's World Party on. Excellent. Tim, you're ugly.
My ugly is, if you haven't seen it, please Google it now, is Grady Dick's fucking draft outfit that he wore.
Did you see it?
Have you seen it yet?
No. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
look
it's
it up.
ridiculous.
Seriously. Like, you either, you have to wonder, like, did he lose a bet?
Oh, wow.
Is he banging some hot chick was like, you need to wear this outfit?
Mhm.
Or was it kind of like the Seinfeld episode where he couldn't fucking understand what the person was saying to him? Like, this is what you gotta wear.
I was thinking maybe he's like dating Yoko Ono's daughter,
Or
and she dressed him. You know?
or
Grady Dick?
Grady
Yeah.
Dick, Toronto Raptor.
It's spelled just like the penis.
Right. I just wanted an excuse to say dick on the air. So, or his mom was like, I picked an outfit for you. I was on my way home and MC Hammer was having a state sale.
Oh, I did see it. You know what it looks like?
Yeah.
He looks like he should be in Devo or
Yes!
something.
Right. Hey, the 80s called. They want their fucking outfit back.
Well, number one, it always looks
Crack
like
that whip.
it always looks like the commissioner of the NBA is Caillou.
Right.
And he looks like he's a Make-A-Wish kid every time I see him.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, my ugly
That's
is.
horrible.
Yeah. My ugly is for sure Grady Dick's fucking outfit.
He looks like he should be on that segment on the old. I know you used to always wear black on the show, but it's something they could wear in it. No, he looks. The outfit is. I'm sorry, I changed it.
That's right.
It's when Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan used to be the dudes in the bar,
Yeah.
dancing on women.
Oh,
What is love?
Roxbury.
Yeah, Roxbury.
Night of
That's,
the Roxbury.
that's
yeah.
the outfit right there they'd be
Exactly.
wearing. That's
Right.
it.
Well, it's Bill Hader's character.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah.
Or how about when the two guys dressed in all black turtlenecks, but they used to dress in
Yeah,
black.
yeah,
It was
that
like
Sprockets.
Mike
Sprockets.
Sprockets.
That's
Yeah.
kind of a Sprocket
Exactly.
outfit, except all black.
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
Yes.
Where's he from?
He's from Kansas. University of Kansas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
I-
is he wearing?
I
And the
don't know.
turtleneck
Dude,
effect is
so
the worst.
If you're in Kansas, you have to order
you know,
that
if
on
that
Amazon.
coat was what, like a different shirt, a
So
white shirt or something.
The coat would have been fine, but the fucking turtleneck too. Like, what the fuck? So I'm watching the pregame or the pre-show for the NBA draft, and they're like, "Here's your 2023 draft class," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, everyone's wearing like there were really some real nicely dressed men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jet Howard had a really nice suit.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who else. The Thompson twins. I know.
Hold me
my-
now.
Right.
Hold my.
Yeah.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, fuck.
Here we go. It's going off the rails.
Go fast enough.
I'm just lobbing songs out.
bit my trying to start singing.
Right. So I saw it. I'm like, what the fuck is he wearing? I'm like, they have to show it. Please show it. And they pan back. And I'm like, I got terrible. It was fucking great. So that's my ugly. So
I'm gonna go with B. I bet his girlfriend is a clothes designer and said you need to wear this for me.
yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go with
So,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
like I
with
said,
that.
I'm gonna get your mom's Yoko Ono. Yeah, because it's got to be a crazy one of these people,
Right.
which there's a lot of them.
My ugly, I'm going to do something. Eric's not here, so I'm going to do this. I don't want to raise the hair on the back of his neck. I have a, you know what? I hope I'm wrong, obviously. And I'm wrong a lot, but I just don't like what the Bucks are doing at all right now. I have no faith in their plan at all. Not a bit. Middleton opted out. They're going to sign him back.
Are they?
That's what they say, but I don't know. Maybe not. But here's the problem. Okay, I'm not a Middleton guy. And you know what? You'll be fine with just him and Drew Holiday. Maybe getting him out of the way and having other guys take a spot will make me better.
Right.
I obviously, you know how I am. I have nothing against Middleton.
Right.
I think he's a decent player, but I don't think he's the regard that Milwaukee has held him in the last 3 years.
Number one guy.
Terrible. No. Not even close. I know he's had big games when Giannis was out. You know what? And there's a lot of guys I can name when the player's been out has had big games, 1 or 2 here. But
Grayson Allen.
Can you trust Middleton to have 20 big games for you? No, it's not the guy. I mean, and Drew Holiday doesn't do that either. So I just don't like the plan. I do like the Timmy pickup. I think it might be a guy you can get some effort out of, and he could be a good part of your team.
He might be your 8th guy or
it's
something.
It's possible. It really is. And maybe he develops into that, back in the day, who was the guy that maybe he gets a bunch of tattoos and becomes Cherokee Parks for a couple of years. I don't know. And just becomes that on the board guy, does all the dirty work like a Rodman type. Because he does need a jump shot to play in the NBA. We know he doesn't have the jump shot to play in the NBA.
Who's that?
Timmy.
Timmy's got the jump shot. He can't play defense.
But
He's
I think the range jump shot is the thing they're looking at because you got to shoot threes, like you said.
Right.
You can't shoot threes, you're not even looked at anymore. It doesn't matter unless even the guys you named all can shoot 3.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
But you're right. His defense needs to be worked on. But right situations, you use them, and I just think the Bucks. I don't like where they're going, and I hope it changes. But a lot of teams are getting better around them. I mean, Porzingis goes to Boston. Yeah, do I like Smart better? A little bit, but Porzingis is a good fit for them. I think it works for them nicely. Smart, I was Smart when it came to Milwaukee, but Smart's not the offensive guy Porzingis can be.
Right.
That's the thing.
And I play defense and the rim protector, which they don't have.
Yes.
Well, they've got Robert Williams.
Don't get me wrong. Smart's a great defender.
Right.
I'm not taking away from him, but this is a different. And I just think that all these teams around him have gotten better. There, I mean, Lillard's still on the table for maybe a couple teams out there, unless they're going to send guys that way to be with him.
Right.
And just see the thing I sent you. Bleacher Report said the player they really need to get is George Hill.
George Hill,
36. We know he's 37 years old, but he's a leader. I would take Lillard over him.
It's like, but Lillard's got like an unofficial.
Right. I'm just messing around.
There's a lot more.
There's a lot of players
they
out
need
there.
An adult in the room. They need that veteran. But
Crowder
should have been.
Isn't it Giannis's time to be the adult in the room?
He's not that guy though. He's kind of quiet. Except when he throws stuff at guys on.
I just think they're getting old fast.
Yeah. Right.
I agree.
Right.
I mean, Drew Holiday, we looked it up. I know he's 32.
32, yeah.
I mean, Giannis is 28.
Right.
Which is fine. I'm not saying Giannis is old.
Holiday's talking that this is going to be his last contract.
Yeah, I'm done. So he's already looking. He's already got one foot out the door. He says.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I could see it. He seems like he's a family guy. They have a lot of community stuff they do. Because I see him being like, you know what? I won a championship. I'm going to start doing a lot of stuff for the community. And he is a community guy.
Right.
I give him credit. He's a huge guy in the community. And that guy that doesn't get on TV and pound his fist, tell you what to do. He just goes and does it.
Yeah.
That's why I like guys like that. You go do it.
Yeah, when he came over, I was really impressed with him. Once you start looking into him.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just think that's the ugly right now for me. I mean, I hope, and in a month I may say it's the good. Maybe something will happen next. Okay. But for now, for me right now, they're a, it sounds easy to say, but they could honestly they could fall to a first 4 team or 4-in team, where they call it now, that 7, 8, 9, 10 team. Could they fall to a 7 seed?
They could, depending what they do.
Cleveland get better. Cleveland was good last year.
Better.
Boston, I can name 5, 6 teams that are giving them trouble. We could say Knicks.
Yeah, depending on what the Knicks do.
Yeah,
this year
these are all. I mean, these are teams that played over their head a little bit, but are they going to get better?
Yeah,
I don't know.
But the thing is that the Knicks have flexibility because they have picks coming in. And that's the thing too. The Bucks are going to be up against the salary cap. Are the owners going to spend money or not?
And the Bulls are another team you got to watch out. Bulls. But the Bulls are a team. They play really good at the end of the year. If they could find a piece to make them.
Is Levine's still there, right?
Yeah, they had talked about
Ball's not coming back this year.
Yeah,
so
that killed him because I think
he's not coming back.
He might be done. He might be done.
He was a keeper. I had to.
He is going to. He is the guy. He is the reason why they were so good the year before.
Absolutely.
By him.
What
unless
is
we lost them
what's
together.
their thing with like guards? Just bad luck.
Ball was a great pickup for them. It really was.
It was.
And it didn't work. Guy gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's Mano's fault. You can't blame anybody.
Yeah.
But I think the Bucks right now just hope they change their course because leaning on Giannis to it's almost like they're doing the Aaron Rodgers thing. They're starting to fade that way.
Very similar.
You know
now.
what? Giannis will be fine. Just throw 4 guys around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do good. Yeah, make the playoffs and.
Well, as long as Bakhtiari's there, they're going to be fine.
But you know what I mean. I'm not. I don't know. We'll talk about in the future more. But that's my outlook right now. I don't like what I see.
Right.
I don't like it.
It doesn't even look like they're trying. I mean, do you hear?
It's still early.
But if you look at like all these articles, it's always like, well, these guys are looking for players. These guys, every name you hear is going to, Sacramento's out for a guy or whoever it is.
Right. So
I haven't seen the Bucks mentioned in anything yet.
Right. So here's the thing. So the collective bargaining agreement starts Saturday.
It's
July 1st.
soon. Yeah.
Right. None of the teams have the contract. The NBA has not sent what the collective bargaining agreement is to any of the teams.
So they don't know what their salary cap number is yet.
They don't know the salary cap number. They don't know what they can sign people.
Doesn't
for.
free agency open up this week? You can sign people like June.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's
June,
the
July
first. The first.
The same day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's horrible planning.
Oh, it's terrible. So, yeah.
Why do they do this shit? They do it constantly too.
I don't know.
And then Caillou is going to be, yelled at.
I was waiting for Caillou on Thursday to be going, and welcome to the NBA draft. Pew, pew, pew.
You know what, though? He isn't a bad commissioner, though. I give him credit. He's done okay.
Yeah. David Stern would have fucking.
Well, and
he would have been playing. He would have been playing in like the Australian Penal League if it was up to him.
Yeah.
Duran.
And you gotta think, he's got with all the chemo, he's probably not making the great decisions.
Oh, come on. All right, moving
Well,
on.
at least it's not Rob Manfred, whatever the hell his name is, the baseball commissioner. That guy's terrible.
Yeah.
Now he regrets not making the players pay more from the Astros for their. Now he regrets it now.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ed. You're good.
That's my bad now.
He did. He said that. He regrets it.
Oh man. So I'll do my good now. Well, I'd like to finish on a good note.
Yeah.
So Belgium, they're in the European Championships for I think it's like was it
cricket?
No, it's like the whole gymnastics and all that. What do they call that?
The Olympics?
It's like the Olympics, but it's the European.
Games?
It's kind of like that, but it's in Europe.
Okay.
I don't even know. They call it the European Championships. So they're in Poland, which they run backwards on the track and go under the hurdles. But I just made that shit up. So Belgium's facing relegation, and it's like I think 16 teams keep going on or get to play next year or whatever. They're like right on the cusp of being one of the teams cut. And 2 of their hurdlers in the women's hurdlers get injured.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a hurdler.
Yeah.
So Jolien Buamco,
Close enough.
She says she'll pick up the slack and she's gonna run for it just so they don't lose points.
Right. And what event is she in?
She's a shot putter.
Yes.
She is bigger than Timmy.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not joking.
I know she is. I saw
she was
pictures.
huge.
Yeah.
Is she a woman?
Oh yeah, she was all woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, that's what she identifies. Yes.
I'm just saying.
Of 32.8 minutes, 19 seconds after it took her dump. She had to run up and she had to be over 6.
Sure.
And she's just stepping over the hurdles and going, but it saved them -2 points.
Yeah.
I didn't see it happen because this was then I believe yesterday. So I didn't have if they did get relegated, but she was a team player.
Yeah.
To cut.
Yeah.
They're gonna find something. That's weird.
Dude, you got to watch the video. I mean,
it's good.
You can see that. I mean, size of her compared to those girls. It's like those girls.
How many memes could we make out of that thing?
Wow. They speed it up slow. I feel bad the whole step thing. I mean,
yeah, she didn't want to get any penalty.
It's hard. I tried.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, you give her credit. I mean, she took one for the team,
Oh,
and
yeah. There's so much time involved.
I mean, you know, there's got to be memes and stuff coming out
Right.
of it, and, you know. But she did her good of the team in the country.
There's memes coming out for her because
No, it was
that was your good. Good.
My
Feel good story.
never have one.
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek. Your ass.
The girl with the 3.8 GPA.
It sounded like
It's an appreciation ad.
no. It was the clap after you 3-putted the match. Step off the ground.
Oh shit!
You're good.
My is I don't know if you guys know this, but the NFL has draft since 2019.
Okay.
It will be July 11th. The first pick in each round, and some notable players that have come out of the supplemental draft: Bernie Kosar, Chris Carter. These are for players like there's a Purdue wide receiver that was declared academically ineligible, so he's eligible, and then there is a Jackson State wide receiver that will be eligible as well. So they're thinking that they're their two best players this year for that supplemental draft. So
I bet the Bears take one of them.
Yeah.
Take a receiver, you might as well.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
July 11th?
July 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a
some other draft show.
I can't believe they took him.
Oh my God!
Overdraft
Today! Christ Almighty.
Willie who?
Yeah. So my good is this Friday. We're going to the Cubs game.
Yes.
Myself, Ed, Tim, and Glenn from the Benchwarmers. And we're gonna friends of the show, Ryan and Chad will be with us. So so we'll be at the Cubs game. That's my good. It'll be a good little Friday. See the Cubs play the Indians.
Yeah.
I think the weather's right now looks supposed to be
Guardians.
70s. Oh, the Guardians. I'm sorry, 70s. I think nice day at Wrigley Field. I think we're in the shaded side too, so it would be either way. So I'm just gonna say I'm looking forward to the game with the guys and checking it out. I'm going Sunday again or Saturday to get Jace for his birthday. Me and him are going. So
Nice.
going back-to-back days of the Cubs. 6:15 start Saturday, so that'll be a good.
And Jace didn't even get you free tickets.
No.
He works for the ball club. We can't. I mean, can we mention that yet? Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
Nobody's
too late.
Nobody's fucking listening.
So let's talk about the first thing tonight that I'll bring up is unless we talked about it about John Morant. I don't think we talked about this suspension. He came out last weekend. So we didn't talk about it. It came out last week when we were in Final Act.
Right. Suspension of 25 games.
Yep. Yeah. So John Morant got 25-game suspension from the NBA for the waving of the gun on a video for the second time. I believe. Yeah, second time he did this in the last 6 months.
Which he claims was a lighter.
Now it was a toy gun. They're saying he's just messing around. So what'd you think about it, Tim? What'd you think about suspension? What'd you think about the whole thing? What's your feeling? I mean, what do you think about it?
I think that it was fair, just for the fact that the prior incidents that he had wasn't for the fact that he was breaking any laws, just for the fact that he was making the NBA look bad. I can see if it was an outrage, if it was the first time that he's done something like this, but it's not. This is like one of 4 or 5 instances where he's been involved with either gun toting, confrontation. You okay over there?
I think I hurt myself.
All right.
Hercules.
Sorry.
So, I mean, I think Silver needed to do something where it's like, hey, you're embarrassing the league. We gave you an opportunity. You keep fucking up. You took a little break to work on whatever you needed to work on. Obviously, it's not working. So you're going to hit a little bit harder. He's going to lose close to 30 million. They're talking like $30 million he's going to lose possibly from this suspension. So, again, if it was David Stern, he'd probably be playing somewhere overseas for the next 2 years. But, it's different. And the whole thing is like, Ja is such a well-liked person and a player. And I don't think people are like really afraid of him. They're just afraid for him because he keeps making the same mistakes basically. So hopefully this will be a wake-up call for him, and You know, he hires some security and gets some people that, you know, stops taking IG Live videos with him when he's in a car.
I'm looking at my sheet in front of me. That was the NBA what we picked, and I had him picked as MVP to start the year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like you said, he's a well-respected guy, like on the court.
Right.
He is, when he's on the court, he's a generational talent.
Right.
Plain and simple. What he plays, the way he plays position, he does everything from that position. And but like you said, you can't be that guy if you're not on the court.
Right.
And I was, I think I don't know who I was with. I don't know if it was you guys or whatever, but and it was set straight and it made sense. I at first I'm like, well, you know what? He didn't do anything illegal, anything wrong. So it's kind of out there. But then the conversation went to, but he's not working at a normal job.
No.
It's a privilege to play in that league.
Absolutely.
You are a person that people do look up to. If you don't like it, you shouldn't play in the league.
Right.
Oh, and I guarantee there's a rider in his contract that says you can't be, you know, making us look bad by flashing gang symbols or pulling guns out or, you know, taking dick pics. And, you know, I guarantee. I don't know about the dick pics one, but yeah, that's just assumed.
Zion Williamson gets suspended for his porn tape.
Yeah, Zion.
No, is there one?
The one with,
I got to download it.
That was my next topic. Was Zion this past week?
That's my favorite type of porn. Fat guy porn.
Was announcing his baby's gender. With his girlfriend.
6-figure party.
Yeah, party. That was a huge
Fireworks,
thing. And then like a day later, this girl comes out. Oh my God, you blah blah. The porn star he was supposedly having an affair with on the side. And
she was keeping him in shape.
Yeah.
That was her claim.
Oh, that's all you need to stay in shape as a porn star?
Yeah, I guess.
Timmy.
I don't have enough money.
That's a good point. Yeah, they probably cost a lot.
That girl got booted off Instagram, Twitter, and she got a tattoo of Zion on her face, like a Zion Williamson tattoo. She's fucking batshit crazy.
So maybe it's true.
And there's another girl too. There's
oh yeah, I know there's another girl.
Right, baby mama, porn star, and then another girl.
Why she get kicked off those Twitter and Instagram?
Threatening Zion Williamson. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Social media is awesome.
They are in. I mean, you like Ja. I mean, if I'm driving around town and I've been in this situation where somebody pulls a gun out and like, you know, and I don't lose my job over it, or, you know, these guys are in a tough situation as well, and they're kids. Zion and Ja are children, essentially.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, think about when we were 21, 22, 23.
Oh, I know. We had nothing to lose.
Especially in Fond du Lac.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you remember guys pissing off the light poles and climbing stuff and doing stupid shit. But they were just like, oh, you guys are just stupid, you know. These guys, you got a porn star come. No porn star is going to come after me and be like, I'm going to tell you. I mean, if what? I actually had a story similar to that.
That's how Ed's porn would go. Okay.
Yeah. I hate to go. I hate to go this way.
If there's naked, if there's a porn of you out on the internet somewhere, I don't want to hear about it.
No, here's how it goes.
Right.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Ed opens the door and goes, thanks, close the door. He goes, eats pizza. That's how it goes.
Forgot the fucking mushrooms.
God damn it.
Right. No mushroom. Get out of here, bitch.
I'm sorry. How can I make it up to
no
you? Get the fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, go get mushrooms. But is there anything else I can do? No. They want mushrooms.
Yeah, give me some napkins or something.
You know what? How about a free 2-liter?
Where's my fucking Mountain Dew?
That is so mean, too.
Is there anything else? Yeah, your manager's phone number. Now. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, and this just happened to tie in here, but the FBI's been warning people that like scammers are taking profile pics off of like Facebook. And have you seen this? Like, and they use AI and they're generating like fake porn movies and then saying, oh, we're gonna threaten you with this, and if you don't pay us, we're gonna show these to your family and stuff. Actually, like a kid killed himself over I think, did I talk about that?
No, but I've heard about that. Yeah.
So can you imagine like a Nigerian blackmailer like calling and
every day.
If you don't pay us $1,000, we're going to send videos to everyone you know that shows you banging Jenna Jameson with a huge 8-inch penis.
I'll be like, great. At least my parents know that I'm not gay, so fuck it.
Like, what the hell? So I'd be like, if I throw in like $1,000, will you put it on billboards in Milwaukee? You know, it's like, what the hell? I want everybody to see
That's
that.
me. That's me. That's me.
Me and Timmy are just driving around. Ooh.
Someone's looking at the billboard and like look at it, and you can just kind of go like this. It's just fall into the picture, and you're pointing.
Who has 2 thumbs and bang Jenna Jameson? This guy. I'm like, what is the downside to this? Really? People are like getting upset. They're like, oh, watch out. They're going to get you. Like,
Well, the
dude,
sad thing is,
send it to my mom.
The country's wacko, man.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just this country. There's a lot of countries that are wacko out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the things that people do, I guess, to try to make money.
Yeah, instead of just getting a job.
Yeah.
You know, dude, there's all kinds of openings everywhere. Nobody can hide.
Oh, we can't keep bartenders at where I work on Sundays. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
You have to close the bar early because you can't
Yeah.
keep them. I know.
Yeah. So we've gone through.
It's like we're the fucking third world now.
It's June. I think we've gone through 8 different bartenders in 2 months. Like, they work and they're like, "Oh, I can't. I'm gonna be late because my babysitter. You gotta work at 6 o'clock. How the fuck you not get a babysitter by then? Like, you've known for a fucking week when you work."
So I called guys today just to work tomorrow. One guy's like, "Well, my truck's broken, so I got to take it in, and it's expired." I'm like, "You were off all last week. You didn't think about maybe taking it in last week?"
No, of course not.
Another guy hasn't answered a text or a phone call in a week.
Really?
So I'm just done with them, you
Right.
know. But it's like,
Yeah, I
these
don't.
guys, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. I need a job. Here you go. And it's not like bartending's like hard.
No, it's like painting.
Yeah, it's well. I mean, basically, if
Except
you can handle Wilson for a weekend, you can fucking bartend.
Yeah,
I'd like to bartend.
you have to know the difference between cherries and olives.
Pretty much, yeah.
And in painting, you have to know the difference between cherries and olives. That's about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, so I forget where we were. I went way
Ja
off.
Morant.
Yeah,
John Morant, yeah.
sorry,
Zion
I
Williamson.
And Zion.
Right.
Next thing I want to bring up is how about, and I know it's only June, how about the Cubs?
Oh, it's awesome.
Playing
7 in a row.
playing good baseball.
Yeah.
Well, they lost today.
Right.
but they're like 10 out of their last 12 or 13
A
or
split
something.
in London's not a bad thing to do.
No.
That's a good split. You're on
Right.
trip. There's a lot going on, PR stuff and all that.
Right.
They come home and they got some. The team is very surprising. They're
healthy.
It's crazy. Except for Stroman, they say came out with a finger, but he had a bad outing today.
Blister.
Yeah. So that's 2 weeks probably.
They said he might not miss a start,
Okay.
but blisters are tough though, because sometimes what they do
With
is
a
they,
grip.
they soak them in like pickle juice and stuff like that.
Pee on them.
Yeah, you can pee on them. There's different things you can do.
Or is this a Lou? You don't know that story?
Yeah, just to keep blisters down.
Yeah.
But they said his actually burst, so
Oh. No.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna miss one start.
Okay.
They're saying he probably won't, but
The
isn't
most-
Bellinger out still?
No, he's
No,
back.
he's
He
back.
came
He's
back.
He didn't play
Scorching them
today,
all.
did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of the game this morning before I left. It was
It was kind of weird, like being up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
and-
it's
So it was 9.
yeah. It started at 10.
yeah.
First watching the game.
It's like those football games.
4-0.
4-0 and lost
Yeah,
7-5 today.
7-5,
So,
yeah.
had to pull out, had to go to the bullpen. I mean,
Right.
they had a bad couple innings. I mean, it just is what it actually. Differential 32 is a Reds at -15.
Jesus.
Well, the Brewers are always
-21. The
they're
Brewers.
always a negative run differential. It's crazy.
Right.
It's on -44. And the St. Louis Cardinals, who are in last right now, they're at -16. They got the third best.
Where the Brewers? I sorry, I was talking-
-21.
Right.
They're always on their run
And,
differential. Yeah.
the division. When you're 32, I mean, the Cubs have been scoring runs. They can
Right.
score runs.
Mhm.
They don't mess around.
No.
So
Is they're losing like what's their? I know at one point they were like 10 in like games with 2 runs or less
Well,
decided.
I think they had 12 now bullpen losses they call
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
And the only team that had more was and now I remember, and only 2 games below 500 and 3 guys out of first place.
Right.
So if you
Half of those.
Half of those.
40%,
Right.
you're in first.
Yeah.
40%.
Right.
40%. Yeah, sometimes
That
you got,
comes down to coaching right
Yeah.
there. And
And I-
close games in baseball.
really look if they can get. I know he can't. It's hard to trade guys, blah blah. But I think Mike Moore needs to. Today I watched him. He was struggling. Couldn't hit us. He had Contreras down over and give a 3-2 base hit. He hung like a a
Yeah.
curveball basically.
Right.
Yeah,
He just
slurve.
hung it in.
It's a slurve.
And the
yeah.
weird thing, he had three. Were good. The three slurves to start were awesome. They were nice out of the. And Contreras chased threw. Okay, good. I go throw this thing. Go up. You wing it.
Right.
Just everything you got. He's not going to get this. You've been.
Right.
Nope. Boom, boom, and they throw one at his eyes. That's 83 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and it's a base hit. He was. So I mean, it's and it wasn't bad. I don't know that pitch. There's two pitches that the catcher set up inside and the pitch was outside, not even close. The catcher had to like dive out and get it. Like, oh crap! So
well, his ERA is like, isn't it?
that's the guy that really hold guy and stuff. Today he came in earlier because they had the bullpen day. Both teams.
We got
like don't
you
have that
can't-
September
yeah,
and just
drop and
wave a guy and throw him.
I think if they're the same are they I'm not saying for anybody big, but for a couple.
It depends what you have to give up for it, because right now his name is Davis is struggling
Is
down
he?
in triple.
He hurt.
Bad, they said, like
Yeah.
bad. He dropped 100 and everything. He's out of the top 100 leaguers now.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
now
not close.
Armstrong's been good, but the other kid, Howard's been on fights.
Oh, really?
yes,
Good. 'Cause he was struggling.
Yeah.
I didn't.
A few weeks ago, and Alcantara was there in the outfield. Big lane guy, huge swing. He
Yeah.
looked. I could have got him out. I'm not even joking. He's so big,
Yeah.
but he's a top prospect. Howard was injured.
What team was it?
It was the South Bend.
South Bend.
It
Yeah.
was all Ben team. Okay, that's single A.
Seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horton just got called up to there, and he pitched the day before, and he
Who?
pitched Cade Horton.
Who?
Kate Horton.
Who? Horton. Here's a
Who?
Who?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I know. I remember Kate. Yeah.
So yeah, and he's a fireballer, and he's been pitching real well. But some of those guys, I don't know about. Like you said, like Brennan Davis. I don't know what happened to him.
Problem with him is he was on the cusp of being here, and now he's all backwards.
yeah.
He almost should up like early because
maybe over Mervis.
It was like
And
2 years ago.
And Mervis been sat back down. He was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
And that's not good though, because. But you watch baseball. If guy comes up, he looks the part at times. Mervis did not look the part at all. When I watch, and I didn't see every game, but I know you watch games and you've watched games. You watch him, he just doesn't look comfortable. He looked very out of his element.
Really?
And
You've seen like,
and I like him. He's a big body play. He's a
Right.
big.
but
Not like Morel. Morel looks like he belongs.
Yeah.
Morel attacks. He
yeah.
does.
he's aggressive.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he runs yeah, right. Morel looks like a different animal.
But
You're right.
did we see
Great
the
example.
same thing with Torkelson in Detroit?
Oh yeah.
He's never put it together in the he's like a 4A player,
Yeah, definition.
and he was a top pick,
Yeah.
and he
Mhm.
just can't get over that hump. And then you see like Gunnar Henderson comes up in Baltimore, top prospect.
Catcher, right?
No, shortstop.
Oh, okay.
They throw him right. I mean, Baltimore's the top. They're right up there right now.
Yeah, Baltimore is.
Pittsburgh just brought up the top prospect. He was a catcher.
Yeah.
Right?
Did they bring up Endy?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I got him in 2
Baltimore Baltimore is in second, 4.5
Nice.
games out right now.
Nice.
So Gunnar, they bring up, they throw him right in the fire. Up, you're starting shortstop.
Yeah.
He struggled. He's been like at 176, 180 up until about maybe 3-4 weeks ago. He was struggling. All of a sudden, he's hit like 350 the last 3-4 weeks. He's hit like 10 home runs.
Right.
Those guys, that's kind of like Trout. He struggled too right away.
Yeah.
But like you said, Mervis doesn't look like he's supposed to be there.
And he could one day. I'm not saying that.
He was a free agent pickup.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that was that weird draft year during COVID.
Mhm.
He didn't get drafted.
He was a tryout player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't draft it at all. But I mean, he had a pretty legit
But you
college
got
career.
like Rushman, the catcher in Baltimore. He came up and
he's
shown the parts since he's been here.
you can't even tell.
And he was 24.
Yeah.
So he
was an older prospect. He
Yeah.
was number one overall. pick,
If
though,
if
right?
you're
Yeah.
if you're
Julio.
The guys who come up, if you want to, best time to get a guy to come up is around 21, 22 would be great.
Yeah.
That's what you want, but obviously it doesn't.
Right.
You can't force it.
Julio didn't do real well starting out. Kalenic didn't.
Yeah.
Kalenic looked really bad. But those guys have both come around. They look like they were.
Klenic's-
They
I
look
got Kalenic in fantasy. He's not.
He's solid.
He's not doing what you thought he would do, but he's become better. He's become better.
He's
at the
still
plate.
young too.
And he's a good outfielder too. He's right outfield he plays. Yeah, he's got outfielder too. That's the key too. You got to be able to play good defense too, to be.
So
part
I
of
mean,
it.
those two guys, same thing. They struggled, but again, they look like they're supposed to be there.
Right.
You can just look at.
Yeah, Morel is a great example.
Yeah.
Morel is.
Yeah, he looked day one.
Perfect
like,
example.
yeah.
I mean, he may be Rob Deerish sometimes at the plate where he's missing everything, but you know what? He looks like he wants to get after the ball, where he's not waiting for you. He's going to find it, and that's the key. And he's think about him too. He can play a lot of places on the field for you.
Yep.
It's hard to find guys like that.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy to have.
4 or 5 in
like
positions.
Zobrist type, or not so much.
No, that's good call.
Zobrist,
Infield wise, Zobrist, where
Yeah.
Morel can throw in the. Oh, Zobrist played outfield too.
Yeah, he played
all
outfield.
over. Yeah,
he played the corners.
Yeah.
I did read an article today. I wish I would have stated about possibility of getting Chris Bryant back, and about a whole article is like, no. Yeah.
No.
Not for those prices.
Well, they could probably get him for like 10 cents on the dollar. I mean, I'm sure they'd be like, hey, just throw us a AAA pitcher or a AA pitcher.
Well, we need half the contract for you.
Right. Yeah.
Would you want him back though?
No.
He's not playing at the level. He's not
only
playing.
played 144 games since he left the Cubs.
He's a name now.
Yeah.
He's not a
Well,
player.
we talked about this earlier. He had how many games was it before he hit a home run in Colorado?
It was
like
a month.
70 or
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
something stupid.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, he's a shell of himself.
It's like hitting golf balls in Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hit it right.
Right. It's like, yeah, you don't even need those racket balls in your bet, Sammy Sosa.
His dad messed with him a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
He didn't
I
allow.
think he's the Todd Marinovich with actually won MVP and everything.
He won a
He
World
started
Series.
out great.
And he had Big Mac, so, you know.
But yeah, I don't want him back.
No, image.
I'm not.
I like the
If you get why not?
Yeah, for
Right.
What's all around? Right?
Yeah, man. Oh no. Hosmer got cut.
Okay,
He got
GFA.
yeah, he got
So
yeah.
essentially, if you're bringing Bryant back,
And he played today. He had a big error in the game.
Did he?
on where a lot of that. That's essentially what you be bringing back. Possible fill. Right? Yeah. What's the
Kind
difference?
of Cubs are a softball team, kind of.
You know, you're still going to be eating. You know, you're.
Like no, Brian.
I mean, Rizzo. Yeah. He's a leader. and
Yeah.
Bryant's not a
I'd
leader.
rather have Rizzo back.
For sure.
But Brian, because he lied about the whole contract, he lied about it. They offered him a contract down. Whatever contract he did. And right after,
It's Cub fans, and we're all Cub
I'd rather have Schwarber back.
that's what we say all the time.
We said
he is at least he bat two, and I thought his average would go up to. My prediction was he'd bat around 270, 265, 270 because the shift.
yeah.
He always smoked balls that side,
Right.
and he just must be scuffling. But he still has 20 home runs though.
Yeah, he's up
but
there.
he's not hitting in between it though
Yeah.
this year.
He's Rob Deer-esque right now.
Yeah. But I would take him back.
I would.
Yeah, he's the only one. You know, these I read these Twitters and all this stuff with these Cub fans on there. You know, and
Right.
why do we keep the core together? Baez has been a disaster in Detroit.
Yeah.
An absolute. Bryant's been a disaster. Schwarber, he's been solid.
Right.
I mean, not blowing anybody away.
But he was cheap. The thing is, he was a cheap one of the four of them.
Yeah, he was
Right.
only like 8 or 10 million for a while there,
Yeah.
where they could have probably got him pretty cheap. Who else? I mean,
Rizzo.
Rizzo's fine getting rid of him. He's older. There was no reason to keep him there. They're not going to win a championship just
Right.
with him.
They did right by. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
they
I mean,
said- yeah.
They traded Jeff Peterson and got. I forget what they got back for him. They got that.
They got a pitching prospect for him. I thought.
No, did he go to the Braves?
Yes.
They got
No.
that-
It was
He's
Giant.
No, and then he signed with the Giants.
Yeah, they traded him. That first one back, I saw him playing South
Yeah.
Bend. It's overmatched. He's 25 years
Oh,
old.
the first baseman. Bright.
Ball.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
He was a big kid. He looked like he oh my God, look at this specimen. He was overmatched in A ball, and he's 25.
He might have played it.
This is it for him.
Last year when I was on AA, he might have been AA.
I don't know. He's an A.
He might have dropped.
This is yeah,
because he was older. He might have been AA when they got him. I might have saw him play. Because Jay remembers we were there and someone let off for them. Might have been Brett Davis. And first ball saw age up. I was like, oh my God.
You know, I see.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. You know, I saw play Floyd's Miami. Khalil Watson.
Oh, yeah.
Supposed to be one of the top players. Didn't like great. He's made three unbelievable. He's going to be in the bigs.
Okay.
He'll learn to hit, but I mean, his defense is major league quality already.
Nice.
It was crazy.
Nice.
I was standing up cheering for him, like, good job, Khalil. I was like, that was great.
Did you have your glove?
Yeah, I did have my glove. There's a net all the way. I couldn't catch anything.
Right.
Whereas,
how about kid from the Reds right now? Ellie De La Rosa Cruz.
he's a
Kid's on fire.
Do you think it's like 6'5" or something like that?
yeah, he's tall.
Yeah. And a lefty.
Cycle innings a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
In his first 16 game, he had a
second game, he had a game-winning home run.
Off of that, give it to me. Just 15 games, his numbers are better than anybody else.
Yeah.
It's like first, it's only 15 games, and I'll go downhill fast. But I mean, he's everything showing that he's in the major leagues.
So he's got
He lost to the Braves.
Yeah.
Lost 2 in a row now. Okay.
They're done.
So he had 60. He's got 64 at bats, 23 hits already, 18 runs, 3 homers, 10 RBIs, but he's hitting 360. His OPS is over 1,000.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, at 900 is exceptional.
Yeah.
And he's over 1,000. He's like that's like Ohtani numbers right now.
How about the kid from Miami, the Marlins?
Yeah, he's hitting a 403.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dropped him in fantasy. Reyes,
Yeah.
the guy that came from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And they traded him for, which is crazy.
That was a great.
Why did they trade
That
him?
was a great thing. I think. Let me think. What was the thing? Because he played for the Twins last year. Something about how many hits he has. Okay, right. But I'm at that. In this last month, then the Twins wasn't hits possible. Maybe it is. Guy is hitting 400. It's very possible, but no. I hope he. I hope not.
To get more than 2 hits a game.
But yeah, so yeah, a lot of good young players in baseball right now. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
I thought that trade was happened.
Oh, yeah. Those are trades like trades. They need like that.
Yeah. It's come out to be Waystar.
All the time.
Who?
They used to do all or any of those guys
I would
that.
in juris law, but he's shown Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's shown flashes. I'm going to say right now.
But he's been hurt.
But he's a pitcher too,
Right.
which that's the only thing. We got rid of him, and that was for the Quintana trade, correct?
Yeah, he went with Eloy.
Which at that time I get a lefty controlled money. It was good.
Right.
He was a solid pitcher, but
Yeah, I remember
we
when-
had talked about that. We didn't mind about Eloy. I'm like, Eloy, that's fine. But pitchers, man, that
if
guy.
you still look at that trade, it's almost about even right now.
yeah. There's
After all these years, and they're like, the Cubs got smoked on that trade. They
No.
got killed. Quintana probably still had like 35, 40 wins for the Cubs. And, he
I
pitched
remember when-
how many years? 3-4 years? In the start, he was pitching as their number 3,
Right.
probably.
He's pitching for the Yankees, right?
he came back with somebody. He was
Yeah,
he,
he did the bullpen.
but I know you put some. Not he's probably 30. Yeah.
Eloy guys I work with. Like, they did this like.
Well, at the time, it made great sense because they had Baez and stuff. Those
Right.
guys are going to be refused. We thought
Right.
Baez would be with what's his name was there time. Yeah. Baez. I mean,
Talk about a guy that never recovered.
yeah, another guy that didn't get a
And
chance.
he was more. They considered him more talented than.
Yep.
Baez.
He played over in Korea or
He went to the A's.
Japan or something.
He went to the A's because I was there, and then he.
That's
went,
where he started off as. Yeah,
I
he
thought
was-
he went back.
It could have been, yeah.
Right.
But they ended up in China, or Japan or Korea, I thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, another guy that didn't recover from.
Right.
I mean, and you know what?
Personal problems, right?
We talk. You don't deserve playing these leagues
Agreed.
if you're not smart.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I'm trying to think what else I had here. Well, you guys, any topics? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to bring up?
I read an article about this massive Bears bet for the Super Bowl. Some guy bet for the Bears to win. You want to guess how much money it was?
Bet the Bears to win the Super
Win
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
And cover the spread or just win the
Win
Super Bowl?
$5,000. It was a massive bet.
Guilty. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Looks like the basement ain't getting finished.
I kind of felt like it was like clickbait, like massive bet for like $5,000. I mean, come on, people buy that. Like,
What were the odds?
I want to say they were.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that big.
It's like 5,000. Like
it's like 500.
Five-
Yeah, it's,
right.
yeah, it's not 5.
So would it be then?
Yeah.
That's what
2.5. 250,000.
2.5 million.
2.5. That's it. No,
Well,
seriously. Pretty much destroy
Yeah.
actually.
Pick Super Bowl is hard,
Right.
and the ones that you make money. So, okay, chance to repeat. I think
Right.
first in a while.
Matt was going.
That
Make,
you
to
have
make 2.5 on the Chiefs, you'd have to bet probably $500,000 or something
Right.
like that. But once
Yeah.
again, your odds are better, but your money is way more.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
I did the same thing. I go, okay, let's what this moron do? I click. I go 5,000. I go, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
1,000 for some guys. I mean, some guy probably goes every year, or some millionaire.
Yeah.
Goes, I'll bet 5,000 all time teams.
Right.
Okay, I'm cool. I'm out. Here's
Like some
20
guy that can afford to go in a submarine down to the Titanic.
Right.
They got unlimited money. Those guys are living the dream. Oh, wait, sorry. Too soon again?
Too soon.
Yeah. Hey, this is beautiful down here. You can see the come they're millionaires.
I think I read that. Yes,
Yeah.
it's sold.
I got in the fucking bus.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Who's coming with me?
So yeah, I did that story, and I did the same thing as you, Tim. I clicked it. I go, well, can I see? And I'm like 5,000. I go, that's not that. That was
No.
it was bait. Just
Yeah.
have to read a stupid article
But
that
you-
was not that
No.
exciting.
I've been to Soldier Field, 30 times, 20, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people down there, but 5,000, I mean, that's still, I would say that is an excessive bet.
Do you think so? Like
Not massive. Massive's probably
no,
a-
the wording that
100 grand. To me, that's massive.
yeah.
20.
Right.
Okay, or
5
10,
grand. I mean, any one of us can come up with 5 grand if we had to pretty
Right.
quick.
but not that.
No, just throw it away in the
But like
garbage.
I said, some walk in and go, oh, you know what? Here's 50 grand or 40 grand. I'm going to take 8 teams and put 5 grand each.
That's
all
what he
those
might
are the
have
worst
done.
odds. Yeah, and the guy made it that. And okay,
Right.
I'm going to take all these guys down here, or maybe middle teams.
Right.
I'll take the 300 to the 800 to 1 odds. I
Right.
just want that. That's all I want. Okay, see you later.
Right.
Hit one. Don't hit any. You lose 40 grand. Big deal. You hit one. You can buy another house in Cabo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Possible. I mean,
that's
As well, like I love, OTA rankings. Gonna be better than you think, and so and so. And free agent.
yeah. Or at least go to 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right. You
watch
know,
some guy blow his knee out. It's
Yeah.
your quarterback, and now you're
Yeah.
you're bringing Sam Darnold again.
Sam
yeah,
Darnold.
he might see the Niners. this
He's
year.
gonna-
I know. I'm
he-
just
but,
that
you
was
know-
an example.
George Kittle about it. There's a bunch of it's not like George Kittle. Not like George Kittle is doing what you have to. The team speak by.
They've got 3
Chris Darnold-
quarterbacks.
Exactly. That's why I think Darnold may start. I agree.
I
Darnold
think
may
he
be the
might.
starter.
Right. And the
'Cause
whole thing is, I think Darnold's a guy.
He's Jimmy G 2.0.
Yes.
Same guy.
Just
Right.
needs to be in the exact perfect
Yeah,
spot
exactly.
for
Get
him.
in the pocket, get the passes, get out of your hand.
You think a guy like that, if
No.
you put him in the
I think-
perfect situation,
I think Baker, as much as I hate to say it because he's a talented player,
Mhm.
but I think his time I think he's still hurt. Like he hurt his shoulder. I don't think he's fully healthy.
Because he took his lumps
Right.
with that. Right as.
Maybe.
So do you
We
think
don't know yet.
he'd be in a great location for him to be successful as well?
That offense is a good offense. I think with the right people.
I mean, there's guys we obviously talk Brady, Rodgers, Drew Brees, whatever. You throw them on any team, they're going to be good. Pretty much.
This was this quarterback in a way.
Well, you couldn't throw you throw Rodgers on the Packers. I was here. It was any good. No, but, I'm sorry, but back to Baker for he's dead set up. Now,
We hear that every. We
But
heard
he-
it last year. Arnold too. When he was in what, Carolina?
Terrible offense again. Not a great offense.
So-
McCaffrey. You only had DJ Moore. That offense. That,
I don't think they had I don't think he had the backing from the coaching staff.
Really successful to much more successful.
yeah, and he was.
But he,
and
when he
he's
gets
not
there-
like a
but when
super talented guy.
you hand off to Derrick Henry 30 times.
That's
a game.
he's got to be in the right spot.
He's a play action guy.
Right.
He's very much that. He's good.
Right.
Got a good arm.
Right.
Good touch and everything. He just action's big on him.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He's a 1-2
I can
read
see.
guy.
I can see Darnold being successful in that offense.
You know why?
Do you think you can see anybody being successful in that offense?
No.
Everybody?
No, I don't think Trey Lance is going to last there. I think they'll.
Oof.
I think they're hoping that he plays well in the preseason so they can trade
Trade him.
Yeah.
You know,
Get something for all that money they invested in him.
Right.
I'm going to tell you. You know, I have my man crush on Kyle Shanahan, and he can do anything with anybody. I'm telling you right now. He's going to make Sam Darnold. He'll be comeback player of the year. You watch this year. If he
Sam
starts for
Darnold?
that team.
Yeah.
You watch.
Because Purdy's not going to be ready for season anyways.
I just.
Why would you rush him?
First and
No,
foremost,
I don't think he's going to be physically ready though. Anyways,
if Purdy and Darnold are as good as each other, Darnold's better than he is.
He is.
Darnold's an NFL body. He's built for the game
Yeah.
more than Purdy is. Purdy did a great
He
job.
was
last year,
drafted in the top pick,
and he's a big guy.
for a reason. You know,
And don't forget about Kyle Shanahan's man crush.
Me?
No.
Who?
He plays for the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and he's in the last year of his deal. So if the whole quarterback thing doesn't work out for the Niners, I see Cousins going there next year and doing well as well. So
I don't know if they can spend that kind of money on a quarterback
He-
with
he-
that team.
He may go. He may not get as much there though. He may go less.
You'd
right,
have
just to go play
to
with
go
Kyle
there.
again. Yeah.
He would.
Because I don't think they can put a full price quarterback out
Well,
there.
he's
the
not gonna-
Niners because they got so much money invested
Right.
everywhere else.
He won't be able to walk in and get first tier money anyway. He'll get second tier
No,
quarterback
yeah.
money if anything, because
Right.
he's not, unless he goes out and wins MVP this year.
Right.
The
Which-
Super Bowl- but you never happen. I mean, they kind of team down around him, which they had to.
Yeah.
The team was getting older, and it was right when Minnesota did it right, but Minnesota is kind of doing a lot of teams think the Packers are kind of doing the same thing, and they're all doing that same thing I've seen for years. The Bears do. It was just okay. Just
Free model.
put a finger in the dike, the damn. Well,
Set.
yeah.
Right.
Instead of just saying, and the Bears,
Fuck it.
we're done.
Right.
And the Lions did it for years.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's throw a guy here. Let's throw a guy. Finally, just kind of guy in there, the coach system, and
Right.
brought good
Personnel
change
people.
change the
Right.
culture. And I think, and you know what? I think with the Packers, I understand why they do it, because they got good enough talent where they can maybe succeed. Is that the Bears didn't have that? That's why they reset. Vikings are in the same. They got their defense is weak. Coach, but what you got on the field.
Right.
So, I mean, you never know.
Right.
Could be a desperate thing in the middle of the year.
Well, what happens if somebody goes down on one of these teams early,
Yeah.
like in spring? That's training. What do they call it?
Training camp. I think, for that pick. I
Yeah.
really do.
You go to Pro Bowl?
Yeah, he was an alternate or something.
But still, I mean, that means he was
And
in
he
the
did.
top
They
five
did,
or
they did go to
something.
the playoffs, and they were a field goal away from advancing.
Yeah, a double doink.
And he did have a great fourth quarter. I'm giving credit. Trubisky had not a great game, but that fourth quarter, he was on fire.
And
he brought him to this situation.
And one of the best tweets ever.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Benchwarmer. I don't know if that was a tweet.
I think it
I
was.
think it was a tweet. So that's going to be in our tweet Hall of Fame.
Sunday. What is it?
Sundays are for kissing titties.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. There were
So-
T-shirts we saw. At
Yeah,
the game all the time.
it was like was that the first game? It was the first game.
Yeah, it was first game of the year. Yeah.
And we're sitting there, we're like, what is that? I was like, I love the shirts, but I don't get it.
Yeah, we had to look it up.
And we looked it up, and I think Jace was with us because he knows how to work that computer with his thumbs.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's called Google Ed.
yeah, that one. The one with the rings or whatever.
Yeah, you can actually ask it to do stuff on your phone. You still have
Yeah.
a flip phone? Oh, never mind.
So what do you got?
It's a razor.
Right.
You got something, Ed? Anything, Ed?
I got all kinds of stuff.
Go ahead.
Sports related?
No.
Great.
I'll ask you guys a question. What percentage of the world's geologic time saw average temperatures higher than today's temperatures of global warming?
All of them.
30%, 50%, 70%, or 90% of total Earth time had higher temperatures than today.
70%.
Higher?
Yep. Average temp, like, they average the whole Earth out, which is weird.
90.
It's 90% of the time.
Jesus.
We're on the super low end of high temperatures. Yeah. I just saw that stat the other day. I was watching something. I'm like, holy crap. We're actually freezing to death. I don't know. I thought it was a really cool stat.
Right.
Yeah.
So, thoughts about the draft at all? NBA draft? I know you guys aren't huge basketball
I can't
fans.
get that suited in my head.
What's that?
I can't get that suited in my head. No, how about the other player? I can't remember his name.
Cam Whitmore that dropped?
He dropped to 20.
No, not about the draft at all. It's about what's his name? Kobe.
Kobe Buffkin?
Yeah, his mom during the interview after.
No.
Rubbing her knee. It was real creepy.
Was it? I missed that
What?
part.
Yeah.
I kind of zoned.
He was like rubbing her knee like she had a skirt on.
What's his name? Cam
And-
Buffkin?
Kobe.
Kobe?
I think
Kobe
it was.
Buffkin.
Yeah. He had a hat on, but he kind of had a
He's got a nice big hair.
yeah. And he was sitting there, and dad was here, mom was here, and he was just like rubbing like the inside of her lip. And then I saw it. I'm like, okay. And then I saw like a thing the next day, like someone wrote, I'm like whatever, some meme site wrote
Right.
something about it. I was like, yep, that was I was like, whoa.
Yeah. See, I was more like, I guess obsessed with Monica McNutt just because the name.
Who is she?
She's the reporter that was for
okay.
ESPN.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how fucking tall she was. Because they were showing her with a couple of players, and she was almost as tall.
When did she play ball?
I think she did.
College ball, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's funny. Anyway, so with Wembanyama being the first pick, there's rumors that he might be the next player to have a no trade clause. So did some research. Only 10 player contracts in NBA history has included a true no trade clause. You guys want to guess some of them?
10 players that could not be traded.
Yeah, in the history of the NBA.
Is this from the original or just any contract?
Ever.
Ever.
Well,
Okay, and they're all within, I'll give you guys, they're all within the last 30
Isn't
years.
Lillard one of them?
Nope.
I thought he was one of them.
No.
That's weird.
So Jordan.
Jordan wasn't ever.
Nope.
Because he played on 1 year deals his last 6 years.
Yep.
Oh, see.
I was gonna say Jordan, but he played his last 6 years. He played on 1 year deals, which was dumb.
Right.
But he was making like $30 million a year, which was
Ridiculous.
like, oh my god, that's too much for him.
Are these
Today,
gonna-
that's cheap.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess these are going to be some famous guys, and there's going to be a couple doozies in there.
How
that
about
are just-
Larry Bird?
No.
I think good players.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Guys
You,
like
you guys are on the right track.
I mean, does LeBron have a no trade?
He does.
Yeah.
but he goes wherever he wants.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
How about
Trade-
how about Kobe?
Yes.
That was the other one I was starting to think.
How about Shaq?
No.
Okay.
Because he got traded 18 times. Maybe he got traded to Cleveland.
But no trade clause,
Awesome.
you can always okay him. I think you can say yeah.
It's a true no clay.
Durant.
Oh well, no, I'm
No.
sorry because he left on when his deals were up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they-
sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I was like,
No, it's
Right. No to Durant. It's a true no trade clause. Bradley Beal was the last one.
Because here I'm thinking it's going to be somebody.
Oh,
that's
he's the one, Bradley Beal, because he okayed it to leave.
Right, but he still has his no trade.
Yes,
clause,
stuck
right.
with him. Yeah, so that was the thing. Yep.
So what I'm thinking is it's not going to be one of these guys that played for a team for 25 years because there's no reason for them to have a no trade clause. I mean, really, but
you want the list?
Yeah, let's just.
Why don't you give us team? How about Giannis?
Was it Duncan?
Duncan's one of them. Robinson's the other.
How about Manu Ginobili? The whole team's getting him. Toya Parker.
It's like the Braves giving out all these huge contracts.
Now name another team. Another Spur.
You named the 2 Spurs.
Okay.
All right. So Stockton was the other. You said Garnett, right?
No.
All right, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo Anthony.
Wade, I remember Wade's now. You said that, yeah, Wade, because he didn't. Oh, he left to play for the Bulls last year.
Carmelo
right?
get traded though a couple of times?
Yeah, but you can okay it, but your clause sticks with you. So you can't. They can't just call you. Hey, by the way, you're going to play with the Mavericks. Right. You have to call them and say, hey, we want to trade you. Do you want? He can say nope.
Yep.
And hang out and say see you tomorrow.
So I don't know how that's happened, but do you think they offer? Hey, we'll give you $1 million on top of that to go. I mean, would that be like if you had one of those? You think they could buy him out of it, kind of?
Probably.
Yeah.
I
don't know how those work.
I think a lot of times the no trade clause gets waived just because the guys are like, "Yep, I want to leave." But if you trade me to here,
right,
I get mine. That's what the Bradley Beal deal was. I think the Lakers, or where do you end up?
It was Miami. He ended up in Phoenix. But
it was Phoenix or the Lakers. I heard.
Yeah, because his wife's from LA.
Yeah,
and he wanted to, and he likes Miami.
In Phoenix is keeping DeAndre Ayton.
Yes,
that's what they said.
Oh,
for now.
Yeah,
right.
And I can't believe they were given the choice of Ayton or Paul, and they took Paul. That was what the rumor was. The trade where
they just dumped him anyways, didn't they?
They could have got.
They trade him again.
They could have. They could have got Ayton in the deal, and they got a choice of Ayton or Paul. They took Paul. So it must have been because they didn't think they could get rid of Paul. I think they just waived
because Paul's contract.
They just dumped Paul. They don't trade him. They dumped him, right?
They
trade him again.
Trade him to Golden State.
I know, but I was
Poole.
a trade. Yeah, Poole in the
right, because the whole thing is that Paul's contract is only $15 million is guaranteed.
Oh, that's a lot in our life, but in basketball, that's nothing.
No, it's not. Yeah. So it was a bargaining chip. So they got Jordan. They actually that trade. They got Jordan Poole and they got Patrick Baldwin, which you guys don't remember. He was Mr. Wisconsin in basketball, and I think that's an underrated pick going back to Washington. I think he's a guy that needs to play. He's 6'10", high basketball IQ.
What year is? How old is he?
It'll be his second year.
His dad coached in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
that's that.
That kid.
Yeah, Baldwin. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
his dad was the coach.
Yeah, I mean, everyone makes fun of Washington for they're saying that they gave away Bradley Beal, but I mean that's $230 million off their books. Fuck, that's a win right there. Who cares if they got pick swaps for first round picks.
Because were they winning a championship next year?
That's the whole thing.
It's all about timing with these things. People don't realize when you've got a Bradley Beal,
right,
and he's got say 3 years left on his contract,
right,
and you've got only Bradley Beal,
right, one of the dumbest NBA contracts fucking ever.
Yeah,
because of that no trade clause.
So I mean, to get that off the books, be able to bring in an extra couple players and maybe a couple first round picks,
right.
So in 2 or 3 years, they can kind of gel together, and you add a free agent or two in the meantime.
Right.
I mean, that's what you have to do. But to hold these guys for,
I'm gonna tell you right now,
it makes no sense.
Next year, Jordan Poole should be a first round fantasy NBA player.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be averaging like 38.
He's gonna be fucking scoring left and right next year. He's gonna be in.
Probably the guy got punched in the face.
Yeah,
too?
And he's a good defender. He's rebound. I mean, he does a little bit of everything, but he's a scorer, which fantasy. But he's going to be a guy that's going to get the ball in his hands a lot.
He got traded for Chris Paul.
Yeah, but it was like Tim made a great point. It's just they were just trying to get. Yeah,
why couldn't the Bucks make a move on him like that?
I don't want Chris Paul personally.
No, I'm saying
on Poole
to get Poole like that.
I think he's owed a lot of money.
Still
not as much, but that's the problem. That's why that's what happened was they had to deal him. I think right, Tim. The Warriors had no choice. They were stuck in kind of salary cap hell with those contracts.
They're saving So trading Poole's contract, they're saving like their tax bill went from like 3 or 2. I want to say like we'll say close to $300 million to like $80 million.
Yeah, and the Bucks couldn't go after him because I don't think they have anything to give up for him. Because Middleton, remember, people are like trade Middleton on this. I saw the site, but Middleton opted out. They don't control Middleton anymore.
Yeah, but
he wants to
the
sign a
Wizards
trade.
really didn't give up anything to get him. I mean, they gave up
to get
Chris Paul.
Yeah, but they're off the books.
I know.
So I don't know. But Chris Paul, if he's healthy or plays enough and gets to the playoffs, he's a
I'm not saying he's
huge
he's a good player, but he's expensive. He's old.
Well, he's only $15 million, right, Tim?
Oh, is it 15?
15. Yeah, it's only 15
on the
million
camp.
is-
Okay, that's nothing then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and the Bucks, who would you rather have, Grayson Allen or Paul or you know what I mean?
It's a toss up.
Well, Paul's just a good. Paul's a perfect fit for that team.
No, but why can't
you
you
don't
get
mind passing the
I'm
ball?
saying like the Pool guy. You know, you a
That's what
scorer.
I'm saying. I don't know what.
I don't know how they could have pulled
But I
it.
guess it's going to Washington for that. No, we're going to the Golden State. Golden
Yeah.
State's looking for a piece to
Golden
win a
State just
championship.
dumped Pool pretty much to get.
Basically, it was a salary dump for.
I know
for the
it's,
Wizards.
that's every trade in the NBA.
But it was
is
a
all
great. It was a
salary.
great.
I don't understand.
But
it.
it was. I think for the Wizards, the Warriors was a great salary dump because they got an actual player that can help to win a championship.
That's why
for a good deal.
I keep stressing this. The Bucks should be going after Trae Young. Atlanta wants to get rid of him.
I like Trae Young, but I think there's something up with him. I don't think.
Oh, who cares? I mean, it's still better than Middleton.
Right. You know, I was wrong. Baldwin didn't go to.
Oh no,
didn't go to the Wizards as I thought. So actually, that's good for Golden State. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a salary dump, and I think they did it so that they would keep
Green,
which I think they should move on from him anyway. But,
I think Poole I'd keep over Green if you could, but there was too much money owed in that situation,
right? And the fact that I think there was some issues between Poole and Kerr, because the things that I've read, and I don't know how true it is because it's been a couple different stories, but the whole reason why Draymond punched him because he was disrespecting Steve Kerr at that practice, like talking shit to Kerr.
I guess if that's possible. Kerr's got to be a tough guy to get along with.
Well, when you get punched by Michael Jordan,
I know that's
how irritable can you be?
I know that's. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
and he's got
here's the
lot
thing.
of opinions.
I'm gonna flip it.
All right.
If Draymond Green was being a bitch to Steve Kerr
and Poole punched him,
that's not between you. It's the coach and the player. It's between them.
Right.
You can be a leader and walk away. Hey, shut up.
Right.
Relax. Let's be cool. And if Poole took a swing at him first, but in that video, that was no swing first. He just popped him. He didn't give him a chance like to say, hey, knock it off.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the coach. You're going to respect him.
Right.
And if he pops up, okay, then we're going to have problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole thing
There's
is
there's a different way to, I'm going to tell Steve
not
Kerr's been
with
going.
NBA players.
He don't need a knight in shining armor.
No.
That's why I think it's a kind of a crappy story. If that is true,
Right.
I think it's a dumb way to handle it.
And
I personally do.
How the fuck does nobody know how that video got leaked?
Oh, exactly.
Right. I mean, that's fascinating. The whole fact that video, which NBA teams are secretive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how it got leaked out.
How does everything come out of Washington D.C. that's not supposed to?
Yeah, right.
That video was in the same envelope as Roe versus Wade.
That's what I was going to say too. Still, only like 3 people had access to that thing,
Right.
and they, what the hell happened? Maybe you should question. Yeah, they went subbing.
I like subs.
Oh my god!
You ever have Firehouse subs?
No,
Oh.
I don't like firefighters.
No.
No, they drive me nuts.
Are they?
What the fuck?
Always making grilled cheeses.
Right.
Are they good there? Firehouse
Oh
subs?
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're right. It's
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
No, I think you know what I have because in Beloit there was one right by where we were working. Yeah, so I don't remember what it was. I don't. Did you guys see actor Treat Williams was killed in a motorcycle accident?
No.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago.
Yeah, about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, he was riding his bike. Someone pulled out
From
from him,
Blue
right?
Bloods, Chicago Fire, 1941, Dead Heat,
Was he in Hairspray?
Hairspray.
That was his big thing. I
Yeah.
think he won an award for that or something.
Yeah.
Right. What else was he? I'm trying to think of. Was he? What's? Eight man. He wasn't an 8-man out, right?
No, that was DB Sweeney and
Sweeney.
did I ever tell you DB Sweeney's story?
No.
So DB Sweeney was in Kenosha for that 8-man out.
Yeah.
Yep, he was. That's where he was training with the Kenosha Twins at the time. So I was in like 87 or 88. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while.
Right. Did he get a ring since they won the '88 World Series? The Twins. Or
No.
87.
It was the Kenosha Twins.
So
not
what?
the-
He was in the organization.
No, they don't get shit. Yeah, so DB Sweeney's in town. I knew a couple players. We've got a wiffle ball game going this week. Bring him down. So it was all set up. They were coming down, and he got called back to Hollywood for something like that day. We were going to play wiffle ball with DB Sweeney. So yeah, it sucked. With 2 minor league baseball players and DB Sweeney. Never worked out.
Was that? It was before Cutting Edge that you met him, right?
Toe pick. With what was her name? It was like Moira.
Yeah, I got it right.
Moira.
Moria Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
Toe pick.
Right. What other was she with? Fuck, man, my brain is fucking mush tonight. Fucking shots at the bar.
Yeah, we drank too much Malort last night.
Tullamore Dew. Never mind.
That's Scotch, right?
Scott, you had a suit story.
Suit?
Yeah, the athletic suit story. We're gonna get like suits for Kansas City.
Travel suits.
Yeah, travel suits.
We're gonna pull them off. So the story was So
Oh!
we made a joke earlier before we were talking about getting travels. We might take we're gonna take a road trip to Kansas City, see the Bears play KC. Some of the bench warmers gonna go, and we made a joke. Or Glenn was here earlier. Made a joke. We should get. Tim said get travel. Someone said get travel suits. Get travel suits, and we can tear off. And it's like, I forgot my underwear. We laughed. And so the story I have is we played rec basketball years ago, and we were warming up, and a friend of the show, Shoddy, goes in the court, and he was the trendsetter. He wore his pajama pants to basketball. Now kids wear them all the time, or whatever. He proceeds to take his pants off and start warming up, and he had boxers on. He forgot to wear basketball shorts. He's not warming up in boxers. He's doing layups. Like 2 minutes later, he's like, dude, oh crap. He had to play the whole night in his pajama pants.
And he probably still put up 20.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah.
He probably 4 or 5 threes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
awesome.
Awesome. He's in his underwear running around. And they were like Magic Johnson cut boxer shorts. So I think one of his testicles fell out when he was going to lay up.
Wow.
Well, that's not the only time that's happened.
Yeah, he forgot.
Yeah. Hey guys, look at oh my God, look.
Oh, we're playing at the Recplex.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get pictures of my balls.
Oh, that was
And
great.
that happened either way.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tim, because I forgot that story.
I was like waiting for it all.
It's a good story. It was pretty funny.
Good story.
Good story, yeah. What else you guys got?
Well, let's see what I got here.
What do you got there, Ed?
I have something while you're waiting.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, did anyone notice how small the crowds were at the U.S. Open this past week?
I heard the story about that.
Yeah. So, the L.A. Country Club has a policy that can only limit spectators to X amount of people, which was 22,000 people a day. And the excuse was, well, because the traffic is so bad and
In LA, because they don't have highways there.
Right, or public transportation.
So why don't they like keep the Dodgers from having so many people, or how about keeping the Lakers from having so many people at their games, or Clippers,
Right.
or I'm just
right. Well, I mean, I understand it one way, because when the Live Tour was in Tulsa, I guess those crowds trashed that course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had like 60,000. They actually had a big turnout for that tournament. It had like 60,000 people, and I guess the members were pissed because they had the one, was it the par 3 where they're throwing beers?
Yep, where they throw all the shit at
I guess
everybody.
they trashed that hole. There was like 2 other holes that they got to spend.
But they fix it.
Yeah,
It's part of doing business.
So yeah, you for a month that them holes are screwed up. Who cares?
Right. So you didn't make like
And those country club people don't understand. Not all your money pays for that place.
Right.
Those tours come there, they give you a big chunk of change to keep that
Right.
up.
Plus, it makes a good name for your club and everything else.
Plus the fact too, think about the sponsors. Think about these sponsors that bring people here and be like, "Hey, we need 200." Oh no, sorry, you can only get 50. Fuck, what the fuck am I paying for?
Yeah.
Because
if you went to like Ryder Cup and stuff, there were separate tents for sponsors.
Yep, absolutely.
And they would have parties, and there was all. It was pretty cool, but yeah, can you imagine? Oh, you get to bring 6 6 of your top 5 people,
Right.
or whatever.
Did you see the scores today for the Travelers?
Yeah. I saw
Keegan Bradley won with a -23.
Yeah, 20 and 2 20s and 2 19s.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Like
Scheffler, top 5.
Can you imagine shooting a 19 under and having to split 840,000 or whatever?
Ricky Fowler shot a 60 today, and I think he was like top 5.
60.
Yeah.
He's playing pretty well.
He's playing really well.
Yeah.
Did you guys see some of the other rules at that Los Angeles Country Club?
Yes.
No shorts.
Oh, yeah. It's
tailored pants only.
It's old school, yeah.
Yeah.
Men must wear a sport coat after 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
No changing shoes in the parking lot. Which I don't know what's the reason for that. No changing
Fucking knows.
No flip-flops. No headphones or earbuds. No athletic clothing with slogans.
So you can't just do it?
I'm guessing you can't have a Nike one. No photos or videos of the club.
Right.
Members are responsible for all charges that any of their guests incur, which, yeah, it seems
It's
pretty
always
normal. No cash on the property. Only tips for caddies. It's the only cash.
So how do you play what's the
like the money games?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's probably what that's for then.
Well, we were talking
because you do like $1 each hole or
I couldn't
something?
find it. Did you find the membership cost anywhere?
No.
I couldn't find it.
The last rule, no phone calls. You can only call from your parked car or an enclosed booth that was built in the locker room. It's the only 2 places you can use phone.
And the last rule, we don't talk about Fight Club.
We don't talk about the LA Country Club.
Yeah. But the other thing I heard is that a lot of tickets were bought up by hospitality.
Yeah.
And they just ate them. They don't want people there. So they said, okay. And people didn't come out. And
right.
I mean, the players probably don't care that much. I mean, it's kind of nice for them, I guess. But I bet they like the crowds a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought it was kind of a subdued crowd. I mean, they were, I guess you just used to like boisterous stuff now.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I thought that Augusta was like, you know, not hardcore, but like, you know, very rulesy. But fuck, I mean,
yeah,
you know, you have a major championship, you're going to restrict like how many people.
And someone was saying, I don't know, maybe did you say I said, or someone told me that there's like no stars can be a member of that club, like no star, like you
Those are me,
right?
Hollywood people can't
right.
like actresses and actors cannot be part of that club. They won't allow them.
Right. They don't want the paparazzi like hanging around.
Well,
right.
That's we got trees and fences. I mean, I don't understand. They got money too, like everybody else. Isn't that kind of? I mean,
yeah.
It's funny how this world can't. This is what makes me laugh.
Right.
Okay, the world we live in. Like if you refuse service for someone for being a moron in your place, you are deemed something wrong with you, or you're picking. No, you see a video of a person throwing stuff around on McDonald's, and you kick them out, and it's your fault.
Right.
But this place can text you up and come straight and tell you can't come in here.
Right. You can't come in here because
nope.
You're an entertainer.
Yeah. You cannot come in here. Well, I got money to play. Nope. Sorry, can't come in here.
Right.
We don't want you.
Right.
They'd be really like a corner if like Eddie Murphy walked up.
Yeah. Right.
What do we do?
Right.
You can't come. Why can't I come in?
Right.
So is Tiger Woods just a celebrity now? He's not playing.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the rule.
Back of the bus, Tiger.
Those rules are like straight up like old school, like
right.
Like Kenosha Country Club probably was like that for years.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was like that. It's not. I don't know if it's like, but I'm sure it was the same way there.
Try to go fishing there, man. They hassle your balls off. It's like I'm in the water. They're like, I don't fucking care. It's like I'm in the water. It's legal.
That's fly fishing.
Right. Oh, we were doing spawn sacks, trying to catch salmon.
Oh, that sounds weird. Oh, never mind.
You said
spawning salmon. They come in and they eat their own spawn sacks, and well, not their own, but of the other salmon.
Oh,
so you just throw them out there, and then
Did you catch any salmon?
Oh yeah.
Are they good eats?
Yeah, we snagged them.
I don't like salmon. I don't like salmon. I don't like salmon. You like salmon?
Yeah. Smoked salmon's awesome.
Smoked salmon's good.
I don't. Smoking it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's real good.
Do you roll it up? Oh.
No. That's like you go to if you ever go to like a bar mitzvah, if you guys ever been to a bar mitzvah?
No.
So I have. There is more smoked salmon and different type. Yeah, I do everything.
I know you do.
I've been to Buddhist temples. I've been all.
Get the fuck out of here.
I have.
Really?
Yeah, I did the where you do that stuff. Yeah, whatever.
It's called meditate, Ed.
That's the one.
Okay.
Ooh. But it was I'd done that stuff.
That's awesome.
But so they serve some wicked smoked salmon at those places. Yeah. I was actually sitting with I like the Sausage King of Chicago. I was sitting with the Salmon King of Chicago. Guy was like right straight from Skokie, He's like, I don't even eat that shit. And I'm like, give me a plate full over here. I'll take all that. Give me some lox and bagels too, and I'm throwing that stuff on there.
Nice.
It was awesome.
So now I'm hungry. What's on the way home?
I don't know. I'm hoping I get another bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah, or I think a bar mitzvah the next time.
Okay.
Because man, I miss that salmon. It's like we're going to Kansas City to eat barbecue. I just go to those things.
Yes,
to eat.
we are going to
partake in barbecue.
Yes, the Jack Stacks. We're going to the place that always is on Ted Lasso and his thing. I can't remember the name, but I'll find it. It's easy.
Kind of funny how like the Live Tour stuff has kind of died down after the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Kind of like a media blackout type thing, but that'll never happen.
No, never. So I guess they were supposed to have like a executive committee meeting, and nothing's come out of it yet. So.
I did see a story on ESPN demanding Major League Baseball improve its diversity report card because they don't have enough black players. But they failed to mention that 40% of baseball is minority.
Right.
Because it's all Dominican and
Right.
Puerto Rican, Venezuelan.
How many, like, I mean, Pacific?
It's 6.5% is black.
What's,
I think the national population is about 13. So it's, I mean, but still, that's probably right about on target, you know, pretty close.
what about Asians? What's the correct term now?
Asian.
Is it Asian?
Let's see if there's a percentage here. No, they mostly talk about they mostly talk about
That should have been the word of
Latinos
the
here.
day.
Yeah, but I mean, and 20% of all baseball managers are minority as well.
Now,
which is a pretty high. I mean, we're only a few years away from white people being a minority, so I don't know what we're gonna do then. Oh, heads are gonna explode.
Well, sports are the weirdest thing because sports are one thing you can't force things on because
But they had
the best players are gonna.
But
the
they
best
have no
athletes are
problem
gonna
with the NBA being 70% black.
Yeah, but the best players are gonna play. I mean, that's weird.
I mean, what does it matter?
Yeah, and Torrey Hunter did this years ago, and he could try it again. He had a program set up to like inner city kids to play baseball and stuff. He had the stuff going. He says I need to find an article, but I believe he said it was hard because none of the kids wanted to play.
Right.
They wanted to play basketball. They wanted to play football.
Right.
They didn't want to play. They don't want to play baseball.
Right, because baseball's not a year-round sport.
Yeah, basketball you could play and it's a great point.
Right.
When you get to the northern states, you can play basketball all year round.
Right.
You got summer league, AAU ball, all that stuff. You can do that.
Oh,
Or winter leagues, you can do all that year round.
We played outside almost year-round basketball.
But I mean, if you're
you'd
training-
shovel the court, and if the sun hit it, it would dry out after a couple days. You could still play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
baseball.
but I think about football and basketball. I mean, football and baseball, they're all southern states, Florida, California, Texas.
And baseball is up there. It's one of the more expensive sports to play.
Right.
I mean, to travel, you put into it. Where AAU, they'll get you stuff, and it's the equipment you got to use for baseball.
That's
and
why I'm
everything.
surprised about how popular youth hockey is in Florida right now.
Yeah.
You know, so either all those retirees are paying for their grandkids, or like all the entertainers are having their kids play. I mean, hockey's an expensive sport too.
Yeah, very
real
expensive.
Yeah, it's probably the most expensive youth sport, I would say.
Oh yeah, without question.
Because equipment alone and the travel.
Baseball's a specialty sport too. I mean, you need training for almost any position in general. You know, especially if you're a pitcher or a catcher, you have to have.
And you got to get to the training. You got to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, basketball, you can just go with your friends right down to the block and shoot at a hoop. You know, it's not.
Yep.
It's not the same. I mean, we used to play baseball in the park, but yeah, you're not playing at any kind of level. I mean, so I mean,
I'm kind of surprised at that they said that the diversity needs to be better.
They always do about baseball, but it's only about it's only about the black diversity.
Because people get confused because like Dominican and Puerto Rican, obviously,
which most of those
aren't black.
They're black. Yeah, exactly. They were from slaves too. Most of the Dominicans.
Yeah.
No, they were. I mean, that's just
Why
how
is
it
it
was.
gotta be slaves?
That's how they got there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I mean, but
I see what they're saying though. But
Right.
I don't agree. Like I say, I always sit back. We always talk about it. I mean, sports are. I've coached for years, and I never looked at a kid and decided who was in a bat where because of what he looked like.
Right.
I never go, well, yeah, you're good, but I'm not going to bat you there because I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. You bat the
Or
kids.
yeah, oh my God, we got a Latino guy here. We better bat him leadoff. They're fast.
Yeah.
Lead off and play short.
When I coached football, I coached all different. Coach football, the best kids played.
Right.
Yeah,
That's how it should be.
That's how it was.
Well, we've stressed this lately in the NBA. Almost every player has been a foreign player that's won the MVP in the last 6 years.
The last 5 years.
5 years in a row.
So yeah, Jokic, Embiid, and
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
Right.
And I mean, Nowitzki was before. I mean, so there's all these guys coming from everywhere.
Next winner?
You know why? You know how all that started? The Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
Yeah. Next winner of the MVP today. I just like
for
saying
for the G League. Yeah.
I think that's a little early, but yeah.
Yeah, mark my words.
Bench warmers.
You know what? I'm gonna put $5,000 on it. Right now.
Too bad we don't have a TikTok camera. Bill Simons. Cousin Kyle, turn on the camera. I'm going to say this right now. Boston is going to the Eastern Conference Finals next year with Porzingis.
We got to start doing that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Ed?
The only other thing I saw was in the men's U.S. soccer. Did you see this story? They played Mexico, and they were chanting homophobic slurs again. This isn't the first time. We've talked about this on the show multiple
Mexican
times.
fans were?
Mexican fans, and I believe it
The
was
U.S. players?
Yes. So let me see where it was.
You know what takes care of that? Beat Mexico.
They did. They beat them 3-0. Well, they had to stop the game. U.S. was up 3-0.
No. 3-0.
3-0.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn it, Ed.
Don't you watch Ted
isn't
Lasso?
this a sport?
Have you ever seen Ted Lasso?
Isn't this a sports? You should know the terms.
Right.
So let's start this over. So did you guys see the story about Mexico and their homophobic slurs? So the U.S. men's team was beating them 3-0.
There you go.
On the pitch.
Oh, I like it.
What's a pitch?
I have no idea. But so anyways, so it was a slur for a Spanish male sex worker. And I can't remember what it was. We've
El
talked.
Joro?
It's like puta or something, whatever. I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know.
Joe Gonzalez.
It's Joe. He's
a male sex worker.
I hope he's not listening right now. He'll be like, damn.
Oh, hi, Jeff. Jeff says, good evening, fellas. Jankowski.
Right after
Hello, Jeff.
well, great. Now he's going to call Joe and tell him we called him a Mexican sex worker. So anyways, yeah. So they actually stopped the game before the end because the U.S. was up good enough to put the game away. And they were like, they warned them multiple times. This happened like last year. And I believe the year before. When was the World Cup? 2 years ago?
Oh, was it last year?
Last year?
Last summer?
Qatar, yeah.
No, it was
That reminds me too.
the U.S., right? It was in the U.S. last year.
No, it's in
Oh, no, it was the World Baseball Classic. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Qatar, because it was on 99,000 degrees and put air conditioning on the field.
Qatar, yeah.
And they wouldn't let him serve all that Budweiser, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Qatar, and I don't mean to hijack your story, but I want to
No, go ahead.
So Qatar is going to be investing into the Washington Sports Group, which didn't we talk about like a couple weeks ago about how these foreign countries maybe.
Mhm.
So yeah, so the group that owns, I want to say the Wizards, no, the Mystics, the Wizards, and there's another team.
And the Democratic Party.
No, the Democratic Party. No,
How about
Yeah, you own them all.
Nationals?
could be the Nationals.
Yeah, it could be the Nationals.
Or the
So-
Capitals?
The Capitals. No, the guy that owns the Capitals owns the six. No, wait. Capitals. I fucking can't remember.
The Capitals and the Redskins are owned by other people, I believe.
Yeah, I'll have the full story next time that we meet.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, and we're seeing more and more of this. I mean, how long before, China moves
sovereign
in?
yeah,
Yeah.
so they were talking about to be the first time a sovereign nation is invested into a U.S.
Yeah,
sports team.
and you're going to see it with China, the government putting a face on a guy and then handing him money and going, here, buy a, you're going to start
Right.
seeing that coming up. We've seen it.
Puppets.
Yep. Like that, what was that? Chow or whatever, that guy that you fought.
The billionaire that disappeared for 2 years.
Yeah.
Hobbs says
And-
it's just the Mystics and Wizards, he believes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, like that guy. It's exact. He was just a front man for this. Everybody thought he was one of the richest men in the world, and he was a nobody.
Right.
Like Millie
I mean,
Vanilli.
He was probably a millionaire, but they were just using
Yeah,
him.
who was that girl that
He still had to answer questions to go do anything.
wasn't there like a girl socialite that got felony fraud for saying that she was a billionaire and she had like
Was it recently, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw her too. I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
so yeah, I'll have the full story on
Ah.
that. Tough hop, thank you.
It was Puto.
Puto.
I did. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Right.
My Spanish is getting better at work.
You probably hear that a lot.
Yeah,
Go paint that. Okay, puto.
they're like, it's weird though, because at work, they say nice things about me. I don't know a lot of Spanish. But they call me Diablo Blanco, which they says I thought they meant boss.
White
Yeah,
Devil.
the
right?
White Devil.
Oh, White Devil!
Yeah.
Jesus! I demand retribution.
That'd be a great wrestling name, by the way. Son of Blanco.
They call him
Della.
Grande Burrito.
That'd be me.
I know what that means.
Ooh, I like those.
Oh, and I had I forgot to say this.
Your burrito.
I went to a graduation on Saturday. Taco truck. Pico's Tacos and Cerveza out of Racine.
Yeah.
But they have a truck over by Napa, right across from Durango's on 22nd.
Nice.
So I think it's on Wednesdays and maybe Saturdays.
They have elote?
I didn't. Well, we only had a small
choice
menu.
Right? Yeah.
So we could choose, but you get 3 tacos. Very good. Very good.
We should have club at the Franksville Food Truck Festival the next time they have it.
I like food and festivals
and trucks
and trucks.
I like trucks
and beer. I don't mind any of that stuff.
Oh, I was at the beer garden the other night.
Yeah, there's a different beer garden.
Last call.
Yeah.
Last call.
Well, you missed it. They came out and gave us our money back and took our mugs from us.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, because they want to leave.
Yeah.
Because they close that up and leave the movie running, right?
Yeah, they left the movie running with a bunch of fucking kids. Hey, let's start a movie at 8:45.
And they close the beer tent at 9.
9 o'clock, yeah. I bet you all those parents were pissed.
Well, I go to my car. I bring strawberry and cooler next time.
What was worse was that Buzz Lightyear movie. The week before, they played Goonies.
Did they really?
Yeah, we could have stayed there.
I never seen Goonies. Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I was so close to throwing my headset right there.
I can't believe I was going to quit 2 shows in a row.
Yeah, why are you here?
I don't see anyone else.
Oh my God.
2-week notice right here.
Oh,
you said there was nobody else here. So.
That's true. We got you through a temp service this week, and you showed up. What the
temp service?
I need a guy who could do podcasts.
Kind of funny, a little annoying.
He gets $12 an hour, and 18 goes back to manpower.
I'm pissed because I asked for kind of funny. That's not even enough. That's not even working.
Kind of like Wilson starts saying something and forgets it.
Oh, we should send him.
Happy Daddy Day,
dude! Shotgun of those things in the bar was sucked.
Oh, you did? We did that.
Yeah, because I misheard you guys. All I heard was, "You want to do a shot? Okay."
Take over for a second.
Don't pee on the floor again.
Was that leaking bad in there?
Not when I put the towel down. It was just around the bottom
That's
of the
weird.
bowl.
That's weird. We're replacing the toilet anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hi, Jace.
Hi.
So I have something about the draft as well. So Rich Paul, who is head of Clutch, is LeBron James representative. He has another player, Chris Livingston, former Kentucky standout, who was supposed to be a second-round pick. Well, he started falling, and he started calling teams and told them not to draft him. So a lot of people were pretty much outraged how an agent could dictate where Mr. Livingston could go to, and that was considered tampering, but nothing has come to it. But I thought it was interesting, how LeBron has. Well, and I want to say that Rich Paul and LeBron went to high school together. I want to say
No.
LeBron
walked out of an airport, found him selling jerseys at the airport.
Really?
And he bought jerseys from him, and he saw him again, and they started hanging out, and he made him his agent. And LeBron gave him a bunch of money, pretty much.
Nice.
It's a good choice of agents,
right?
T-shirt salesman. That's
right outside the airport. He was like a homeless dude.
Jay, did you see the video of the kid that got drafted? Rubbing his mom's knee?
I looked it up on YouTube.
What?
I can't find it.
No.
God, what's his name?
Kobe.
Kobe.
Oh yeah, Kobe.
Kobe Bumpkin.
Yeah.
Bumpkin. It's out. It happened.
I couldn't find on YouTube during
He was
the
like
show
just rubbing
here.
his mom's knee, really weird. Why he was getting interviewed after he got drafted. It was like awkward. Nobody saw it. Okay,
Well,
I'm not making it up. I swear. That's weird. Why would I make that up?
All right, CNN.
Yeah. So anything else, guys?
We
All
got
right, hold
tons
on.
of stuff.
Did you find it?
NBA draft Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin goes viral for bizarrely rubbing his mom's leg live. Ooh.
You see it?
I guess.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, that's it. But he was rubbing it the whole time.
Yeah, it looks like a nervous thing though. She's pretty cute too.
Sugar mama. That's what it really is.
Maybe it's his binky.
Well, I mean, you got to imagine how nervous he is and stuff. Maybe he does,
Right.
Yeah, I've seen kids
Dude,
that had
he's 19.
Yeah,
What was
Introducing these new.
And I've seen kids that had to like rub, like for calming them down.
Right.
Like I know there was this one kid and he would rub his stones. That's his mom. He's rubbing his stones. There's rocks. He's rubbing his rocks.
Right.
And it's like, but he put them in his pocket then and rub them, and it looked really bad, but it didn't. They didn't get
Right.
it, And
When Ed gets nervous, he rubs my rocks.
yeah, that's how we got. Remember right before we got to Timmy on his date.
Yeah.
I was rubbing Scott's rocks. I was really nervous. I was rubbing his leg too,
Yeah.
Timmy! Yeah, I don't see what's so weird about that. I was rubbing Scott's leg. I was like, I'm real nervous about meeting Timmy's girlfriend.
You weren't the only one.
I was like, I want to make a good impression.
Did anybody see the Patriots cornerback Jack Jones?
Oh,
his tweet. Yeah.
No, oh
John
no,
Morant.
no. He's going to jail for 30 years.
How many years?
30 years.
Well, he's not going for sure yet.
That's the
because they found what
They're saying
guns?
he's facing 30 years in prison right
He's
now.
facing.
He's not going for 30 years.
We're all probably facing 30 years for
what
some
they
of the
put
shit
him-
we said.
That's what they gave him.
Well, he's facing. He's still got to go to court and get tried. He probably get. What did he do wrong?
Had
to go in the
loaded guns, loaded mags in his bag
in the airport.
in the airport.
He ain't gonna get 30 years. He'll get probation.
And after he had wrote a tweet the week before or a month before talking about
John Morant.
John Morant was a moron basically
Right.
for doing that, and he, yeah,
Whoops.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Right. Blackhawks will be picking number 1 pretty soon too. The NHL draft.
Who will they take?
I don't have no idea.
Yeah.
Well,
it's Wemby. No,
He's a Wemby-esque player. Like
I'm gonna say
talent.
he might be like another Sidney Crosby.
Right. I did see an article from one of the Nashville writers that Nashville should offer their whole draft because they have like 11 or 12 picks.
Now, and where are they sitting with their highest pick?
They didn't make the playoffs, so they got to be top
12,
15. Yeah, but the Blackhawks would still have the rest of their picks, which I think would be 8, and they would have 19 picks total in the draft if they gave it. If they took Nashville.
No, I don't think it is.
No?
Keep number 1 pick. You got to.
Yeah, if it was me, you would have to get like 3 number 1
Because I don't even know if that would work because you pick 19 players. You can't keep them all. You got to send them somewhere.
There's minor leagues.
They go minor
teams.
leagues. I get
Yeah.
it, but that's a lot of players,
Right.
and I mean,
all the same age.
Deion Sanders took 70 fucking transfers, so why can't it be done?
Well, that's the problem. We even when I went to Carthage my first year, there was like 80 new players came in. It's like come to Carthage and play. You'll get playing time. 80 freshmen showed up. There's like 5 deep at every position. It was crazy, but you can't do it. You're overwhelmed.
Right.
So no, if it was me, I would take like maybe their top like 3 picks this year, and then like 2 more number ones.
Kick it down the roll. I want that many
And then
picks.
2 more.
Three for the 5 years or something like that.
You'd have to.
Then that's a better plan.
Right.
I mean, and I don't know what the numbers would be that would make that work out.
This kid's supposed to be generational. You can't.
Right.
You can't get rid of it.
And in the NHL, he'll be up there in 1 year probably.
And you fell into a pot of gold basically with this. So
it was rigged.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Could be. You think everything's rigged, don't you?
I do.
So are you a conspiracy theorist or conspiracy like realist, truthist? Because a lot of them come true.
I'm a truthist.
Because conspiracy theorist means you're like, how does that go? It's like you and other people, are thinking the same way.
Right.
Because that would be the conspiracy.
Right.
I don't know.
Hop wrote, you shouldn't have a Lotte out of a truck.
What does he know? He's skinny.
Justin Bass says, "Hey, you guys."
Hey,
Says
Justin,
hi.
how's it going? I bet Justin's down in Florida right now.
Yes.
Oh, I bet he's sitting right now and out by a pool, and he's still dressed nicer than any of us.
Should I not buy tacos from white people either?
And Hop says tickle fight.
Yeah, he always says tickle fight.
Yeah.
He misses the tickle
That's kind
fight.
of jumped the shark like about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah. No, but Justin was the best looking guy ever. He's always good looking.
He's always got his uniform pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to a Friday night game looking like he's playing in state A qualifier.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
and it looked like
gotta
he just
look good. You feel
looked
good.
like the jersey came out of a package that day.
Right.
It-
Freshly seasoned.
It's a ritual thing.
Creased.
Maybe
Superstition.
superstition stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He always looked good.
So we're gonna have a supplemental draft show or what?
I thought you quit.
I am now.
I did see something too. Was how'd it go? It was Cleveland Browns had 2 number 1 picks back-to-back years, and they passed on Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and there was somebody else. I can't think of who the fourth one was. They didn't get any one of those guys.
I think Mahomes. We have. To
Oh, it's
skip over
Deshaun
that.
Watson. It was Deshaun Watson was the fourth, maybe a fifth one then.
No, they took Deshaun Watson.
No, they picked him up.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
They paid $230 million guaranteed
Wait,
to get him.
So that year though, they weren't. No,
They took Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
No, not in that draft.
No. Because Baker was Trubisky's year.
Deshaun Watson was
Yeah, you're right.
Trubisky and all those guys. They were together. So Deshaun
So
Watson
that
was
same
taken
year.
by the Texans.
So that same
And
year.
number 1, then 2, the Bears took Trubisky. 3.
So they passed up Trubisky too.
3.
No, it wasn't. No, Baker was 1. Trubisky was 2. Watson was 3.
No, Baker was not drafted that same year.
That was 2018, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was.
Yes, because yes. I'll look.
I didn't think Baker was drafted that year. Oh yeah, because the Bears passed on Watson.
Yes, because that's what we were all up in arms about. Because if he went, it was like, well, who do you take it?
It was
to?
Baker Mayfield was number 1.
Yeah, and then they passed him up, and it was like, okay,
Yeah.
So they passed up multiple guys that MVP type guys, and it happens. I
Right.
mean, but
They're the Browns.
they're the Browns. They had 2 shots to
I think Mahomes though we got to pass up though because a million people missed out on Mahomes that year because what he went.
Well, Watson was a fine pass up after everything we went through.
Yeah, but Watson had injury concerns because he had blown out his
Yeah.
knee twice at Clemson.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
not
so in
like-
18 they passed up on Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. So it would have been what would be the next year? 19 then?
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see who was the
Yeah, but again, Allen wasn't Josh Allen.
and it took him 2 years to get his shit together.
3
too.
years almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He didn't even start his first year, I don't think.
No Flacco. No, it was
No,
what's his face?
No, we're talking about
Jim Kelly.
We're talking about Buffalo.
Oh, who was it even?
Josh Allen.
Josh Jackson.
So that one couldn't be because Kyler was the first one, so it had to be in 17 then. Well, whatever. But they passed up on 4 possibly generational type quarterbacks that they didn't hit on.
That's why I don't like
out
these,
of all the quarterbacks.
I don't like the drafts with too many quarterbacks. That's why I don't like this year with trade. I was fine,
But they didn't pick Rosen or Darno or any of those guys either.
Darnold. Not Darnold.
Darno, he's French.
Dar-
Jesus, you don't know.
I just
nothing.
don't like drafts like that. When you clear cut, like Trevor Lawrence, clear cut.
Right.
I mean, there's been
Joe
clear-cut
Burrow.
guys. Burrow was clear cut.
Herbert.
Yeah. He only played because the doctor didn't know how to give a shot to
Isn't it
Tyrod
amazing?
Taylor. He would have never saw the field that year.
It's no different than Brady,
And
though.
that-
Brady shouldn't have saw the field either.
That's
It's just stuff worked out.
That's
I mean,
where coaches can't be trusted because if your coaching staff, your whole coaching staff did not see he was good enough to play in the NFL,
Right.
then you all should, as soon after that first 3 games,
and they
I
still
would
were
have fired.
saying he
I would
wa-
have fired the whole staff
Oh yeah.
and said, "You guys are
the
gone."
scouting staff.
The whole team, the head coach from every coach, they
Well, he
discuss
got-
this all the time.
He got
Because they
fired.
were-
Well, the next year,
They were on Hard Knocks, and you thought he was going to start.
yeah,
And
he
they
was.
ended up not starting him because
No, I don't think was San Diego.
Yeah, that was his rookie year. Because you were like,
Oh,
he's gonna-
yeah.
there's no doubt he's going to start.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then they ended
yeah.
up starting him, and you were like, he's a moron, the head coach.
Yeah,
because he didn't like him. Anthony
yeah. I
Lynn.
thought he was awesome at Hard Knocks. He was so big and so poised, and that players loved him, and he was beautiful too.
because that was
Yeah.
his Darwin James Blues.
So,
too in Hard Knocks.
One of my coworkers, University of Oregon alum, and he was having a fit because Herbert got drafted 10th, 11th,
That was
Yeah, it was high.
8 maybe. What year was that?
2020, right?
Yeah,
It's his
COVID
third
year?
yeah, because he played in the Rose Bowl and beat the Badgers
Right.
before COVID.
So
Oh yeah.
the talk around wherever Oregon was that he wasn't interviewing well because they didn't see him as a leader, like a rah-rah guy. And all these coaches are like, first one in, last one out, hardest worker on the team, all his teammates respect. I mean, isn't that a leader? Do you have to be like a rah-rah guy to be a leader on your team? I mean, so he goes to Oregon, does well. Now he goes to, LA.
Yeah.
And does well. So I mean, I think he got passed over. I mean, who was there was another quarterback picked over him, right?
Let's look at the draft.
Yeah, check it out. The draft, the Herbert draft.
He might have been the third.
Yeah, he might have been the third quarterback.
Was that the Lawrence draft?
Give me the year first, and I'll.
2020. I'm looking up right.
Oh
now.
yeah, it would be a Lawrence draft.
Right. So I mean, you're not taking.
No, I agree.
Right.
Lawrence going to go first in that draft. He was the
But
guy.
you can't tell me you couldn't go 2.
If that was the Lawrence draft, Lawrence was there, and then let me guess. Let me think of the second quarterback here. Is it just 2 guys in front of
The
him?
second quarterback.
It was number 2.
He was the second quarterback.
So who was?
Oh, Herbert was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the draft order?
Was Lawrence second? Was Lawrence first?
No.
Was-
Burrow.
Oh, it was
Burrow.
Burrow. Okay. Yeah.
Lawrence was 21.
He was picked number 21.
No, he was 21 the year. He
Okay.
played.
So what number pick was he?
Lawrence
Herbert?
was.
Lawrence? Herbert was
Herbert was
6th overall.
Herbert was 6.
overall.
Okay.
Who went? What were the players in between?
Yeah. Who was 2, 3, 4, 5?
Find it. This isn't giving me. This is just like it was Burrow, then
What
Chase
draft?
Young.
2020.
Yeah. Which I can find it right.
Well, Chase Young was 2.
He was 2.
obviously.
Yeah. 3. Oh, Jeff Okunda.
Okay,
Oh,
went to
he's-
the Lions and they already
Lions.
cut him or
Yeah,
traded
he
him.
was
Right.
there for 3 years.
So the Lions could have took him.
Oh, that was. I don't know why that. No, Tua was 5th.
Oh, okay.
Before
2
him.
got picked for him.
Yes.
See, I told you it was a third.
I knew that was.
The
Yeah.
Giants took Andrew Thomas 4th in that draft.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
I don't know who. He's a tackle.
Yeah, off the tackle, right?
Yeah.
So, if I'm one of those teams.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out. Luckily, it worked out well.
Well, if it makes anybody feel better, the Raiders took Henry Ruggs 12th in that draft.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you don't know. He's
talent wise,
I
he
know,
was
I'm
a good
joking,
pick. But
yeah.
yeah, he just
He's a
made a
moron. That's
terrible
all it is.
mistake.
Yeah.
Terrible mistake.
That's it. Hey, who's taking 26th in that draft?
What team?
Jordan Love.
Yep.
Oh, Jordan Love. Traded up for.
Yeah.
What's crazy though is he might be outlast a few of those guys. You know,
Yeah, outlast Ruggs.
and Tua.
T. Higgins.
Tua's going to go down with an injury. You know.
Tua stays healthy. He's playing.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I like Tua, but I don't think he's going to survive it.
Right. I can't. So Chase Young was 2, right?
Well, you know who went in the second round of that draft?
T. Higgins at 33.
Jalen Hurts.
Or Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Jalen Hurts went.
Jalen Hurts
41.
won. He was like, almost 50th or something.
No, he was like in the second round. He got taken, right? Like
Yeah.
30 something. I thought
Yeah.
the Eagles took him, obviously.
Right.
Yeah,
You- no, but you can't-
Packers.
53.
What's that? What?
It was
53.
53. Really? I didn't think he was that low. Wow.
Good call, Ed.
I know. I remember that stuff because the Packers traded up to get Jordan Love when Hurts was still there, and they were pretty similar players.
Well, and I
What?
said that night, if I'm taking a core, I would take Hurts over Love. Love was not on. Love was like on like half the people's list. It was weird. It was a weird draft.
It was a weird draft.
I mean,
It's going to be fun to watch this year. I mean, you guys had it with Fields last year. You're going to have a new quarterback. You get to see. He's probably going to get murdered out there, you know. But we'll see.
Got an experienced line.
I know.
Experienced running back.
It's going to be fun to watch. I
Right.
mean, every day you're going to be like, oh, is he going to throw three picks or 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be that.
Right.
So, or hopefully it is. It'll be fun.
It's gonna show Chew like what kind of coach. Who's our fucking coach?
LaBelle or La Johnson, LaFleur. I knew it was some Frenchman.
So if he's the second coming of Shanahan, we'll see. I mean, he's a good coordinator. He's a good quarterback coach. So hopefully this will be.
He led the 26th ranked offense in Tennessee before he got there.
Yeah, but all he had to do is hand the ball to Derrick Henry. We already talked about that.
Well, that was Mariota was there.
I know. I'm joking.
Right.
Yeah, he had a
Which I was
rookie-
surprised.
he had a
I
rookie
think me and you
Mariota.
talked about this, Tim. I'm surprised they didn't try to get Mariota as their backup.
I'm surprised too.
That would have been a great pick for them.
Yeah.
But he went off the board so fast. It was crazy.
Right.
Where'd he end up?
I don't.
Is he in Atlanta still?
No, he left. He was he didn't. He quit. He basically left the team last 2 weeks. He was pissed that he got benched
Who they? Oh, Spencer Rattler.
for
He was hurt too.
Ritter.
Right. Yeah,
Desmond
Spencer
Ritter.
Ra-
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah. Who? And I think Atlanta's going to take the biggest fucking dump.
I don't know that division though.
I know. Well,
What are you guys doing this next week? I just saw something.
Oh God.
South Bend's playing back in Beloit again for 6 straight days, starting.
Talking about this
Oh, yeah,
this
he-
morning.
he was talking to me
I was saying
about
we
it,
should go to a South Bend game.
starting.
But they'll go to Beloit though.
Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday through
Oh, I'm working.
the 3rd of July.
Oh, 3rd of July. What time's the 3rd at?
Thirds. They're all. Those are
How
6:25.
how about the Sunday?
The
The second.
The Sunday, the 2nd, 6:35 game.
I'm cool.
Let me know.
how long does it take to get to Beloit?
Oh, 1:15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about an hour. And
It's right by Delavan, not far from there.
Huh.
The Cornfest area.
Oh, podcast.
Yeah,
from-
it's probably another 20 minutes past there.
Yeah. Because you drive right by there.
Gotcha.
Right? You drive right by Corn Fest to go there. You take that.
Yeah, I mean, I take the shortcut. I go around 43 all the way around. 12 to
Oh,
43, it's faster, but you can go that way. It's the same.
Well, you are right at Elkhorn High School.
Yeah.
You drive right by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yep.
No, I can do. Bring my camera and we'll do little videos. Make a blog from the game.
It's a nice stadium. It's a beautiful stadium. So,
yeah.
Is it still the Snappers?
Oh, it's the Sky Carp.
They got rid of the Snappers for the Sky Carp.
Yeah. Now there's geese that shit everywhere. I'm not joking. That's this big goofy goose.
One of the best minor league logos fucking ever, and they got rid of it.
Yeah, because they're a different team now. Now they're Miami. So we go see Khalil Watson again making some diving plays.
There you go.
If we can line it up, it'd be nice to see Cade Horton throw. It'd be a fun game to watch.
Who's on? Is Ed Howard in South Bend, right?
I believe he is. I think he's
South
back
Bend,
up.
yeah.
No, he was out when I was there.
Yeah.
Along with Mo Howard. Timmy!
Wait.
Boink! Oh,
Slow motion. We'll speed it. We'll speed that up and post edit.
No, hey, it'd be funny. What if he gets a hit and they play a sound effect like that? That'd be awesome. If he gets a hit and they play that sound effect.
They're not smart enough to do that stuff.
Half the crowd wouldn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Anyway.
Yeah.
The smart ones would.
Yeah, but
I would.
Again.
Yeah. Okay. Closing thoughts.
Let's close.
Ed.
You start. No, let you start.
First every time.
No, let him start.
Okay, go ahead.
No wonder why I quit.
Willie's first. Okay, Tim, go ahead.
Get the box off your head.
So, speaking of Willie being old,
All right. So, closing thoughts. What I learned this week: if you take your time and actually read things, you can actually obtain. I'm sorry, you can actually reach your dreams. So, Jordan Haber, a University of Florida graduate who will soon be enrolled in law school, revealed that he was able to meet conditions to become draft eligible for this year's NBA draft.
Oh, I saw this. This is awesome.
So, Mr. Haber went through the collective bargaining agreement, and there are a few conditions in the contract you would actually have to meet. I had to be 4 years out of high school. I waived my NCAA eligibility, and there was just a bunch of small little things that ended up meeting. And I sent over an email to the NBA, and they got back to me and sent over the paperwork right away. So after he discovered that he met the criteria to be eligible for the draft because he's at least 19 years old and graduated from a four-year university in the U.S. in the year the draft is being held, the lifelong Miami Heat fan made the trek to Brooklyn for the draft, and he knows that his chances of being selected are slim. He's looking forward to the experience. So I think it's awesome that this dude found a loophole to be eligible for a fucking pro draft. So I wonder now how many people next year are going to try to do it. The NBA's going to be like, the fuck?
Here we go.
Right, exactly.
I'm guessing he recorded this whole thing and tweeted out stuff constantly.
I don't know.
It's all for followers, probably.
Right. I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't know how you would stop it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no rule you can make.
Right,
He followed the rules.
He followed the collective bargaining agreement.
I mean, I was like, maybe you say you have to have an agent, but you can't force a player to have an agent either.
No, because you lose your eligibility.
And you can't force, even if you get drafted, you don't have to have an agent. There's
Right.
no rule that says you have an agent.
Right.
Oh, Ray Allen didn't have an agent.
No.
Yeah, and he only played basketball at the recreational level, so they had no tape on him.
It'd be great if you had a tape. He should have made some tape in his driveway and sent it to everybody of him blocking like some kids in a jet. Just like, wham! My house!
Water strutting and shit. Like we used to do.
And then the ball clang.
Yeah.
Bang.
It's in Olsen's old backyard on the full court.
Has the rips up to 8 feet, dunking on it.
That would have been career. I mean, it's funny what he did, but can you imagine?
To send that video to all the teams.
Here's the difference. The
And you know
bench
some
warmer,
scout to be like, this is hilarious.
Right.
the bench formers will take that extra step.
Yes.
We would have.
Yeah.
We had, and here's what we got. We got collective minds thinking in the same perverted ways.
Yeah.
And we would come up with something better. But yeah, I mean, good for the kid.
What's the guy's name? We should send a message to try to get him on the show.
Funny.
What was
It'd be great. Hey.
Oh, the Kobe Buffkin thing came up again.
He was in the NBA draft. This guy,
right?
One of our biggest stars ever on the show.
I know.
This guy was in the NBA draft this past week.
Yeah, we had Michael across the street.
Yeah.
What was it?
Roach.
Michael Roach. Yeah.
Jordan Haber.
Jordan Haber. Oh,
Jace, get on that.
Send a message.
Yeah, you guys know how to. I can't believe how the Facebook stalking and Twitter stalking and stuff. So I'm at a baseball game the other day at the Kingfish game. The family I'm with had a daughter with us, and she's like, "Oh, number 3's cute."
Oh yeah.
By the next day, she's like, "Oh, number 3's 19. He's single, and this and that." And
Joey's girlfriend?
Yeah, one of those girls
Yeah.
there. Yeah, and it's like, how do you? They can stalk all these guys and figure out, what's. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But I guess Facebook works that way.
Yeah.
It's good tool for stalking.
So that's your good, or that's your finishing thought, Tim?
That was my finishing thought.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Jace, you got anything?
Be at Wrigley Tuesday through Saturday. Saturday will be at the game.
Who you going with?
You.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
He
Rub
brought-
his leg on the ride there.
It's his birthday. It's his birthday Saturday.
birthday
Then
present.
Oh, okay. Let's do birthdays. How old is Jace?
Jesus. The big 2-0.
19.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you win tonight.
Wait. I got one more.
Oh, he has another birthday.
It's a Cubs player.
We shouldn't have
They-
guessed 69.
Go ahead.
They said on MLB. On Saturday, this Cubs player, Christopher Morel, had his birthday.
I'm going to say 24.
22.
23.
25.
I knew it was close.
I still win.
No, I was the closest without going over.
Yeah. Get up here and play a showcase, Ed. Go ahead, your closing
I
thoughts.
throw my arm out trying to spin that wheel.
That's not like whammies. That was wrong
Yeah,
song.
all the
Some
whammies.
guy, some guy dislocated his shoulder celebrating on Price is Right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So they spayed and neutered him. Remember that?
Yeah.
So my final thoughts. I go into Walgreens the other day, and there's a guy in front of me in line. He's wearing a mask still from back from COVID, and I could tell it was from back in COVID because it was almost black. It was so much dirt on this mask. You could see he's been breathing through this, but it's not covering his nose either. So it's barely covering his upper lip, and he's got the mask on, and it's black. It's just gross. So he's breathing through his nose anyways. So I'm like, oh my God. Of course I get behind this guy who's carrying, typhus or typhoid or something, whatever.
Typhus?
Typhoid. I'm sorry, I
How
screwed up.
fucking old are you?
I'm like from the Oregon Trail.
Do you polio shots too?
He's got the plague.
So
The Black Death.
Well, you can't
what
complain.
do you think he bought at Walgreens?
Condoms.
No.
Cigarettes.
Close.
2 packs of cigarettes.
Are you sure he wasn't wearing the mask because of the wildfires?
Well, that's a good call.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe. But it
Yeah.
still would go in your nose.
No, his
Not
nose
the-
had black rings underneath it.
That's where he smokes. He puts 2 cigarettes in his nose just to keep him closed.
Look, Mom, I'm a train.
That's fucking hard to do. Hey, it's
You
hard
tried
to
that?
do. Yeah. Fucking mask.
Well, this guy.
Were you drunk?
Yeah, so I saw that. That was pretty interesting.
Look, I'm a tugboat.
So what'd you learn from that?
Just avoid anything in the city.
The city.
Dude, there's like panhandlers everywhere, and it's Kenosha's a joke.
I was driving to work.
You saw Willie looking for quarters. Yep.
Almost.
Grabbing cigarettes out of the bucket, and on the.
So I'm driving down 60th Street right past 22nd, probably halfway
Ooh,
down.
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up down there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm seeing this guy. I'm driving. I see this guy like pick up a can, looks at it, and starts drinking it. And I'm like, oh. And
Happy Daddy Day.
Oh,
I'm like, I've seen worse.
He sees Willie.
Yeah. He had a gray beard.
Oh my God.
So my closing thoughts are Cubs game this week.
Yes.
No show next. Oh, no show next week. It's 4th of July
Oh,
weekend.
we still got Shake a Day.
Oh, Shake a Day. We'll do this.
We might be at the South
I
Bend
don't
game
have
next
any
weekend.
singles. Oh wait, no, I do. I can pay. Yeah, I'll get this week for us because I haven't.
Oh, sure. There's 3 of us you're paying.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he did.
Fuck.
He did to me at when we went out drinking on Friday too. He's like, I got first round. I was like, it's the 2 of us.
Right.
Jeez.
And
Thank
I
you.
got first round, Ed. You get a water.
But only a half a water.
Yeah. So
And 2 straws.
you guys want to hear a story from Friday?
Yeah.
So
Ooh, full house.
nice. So we get there, and the Breaksville Beer Festival or the beer garden's got, lakefront, all these microbreweries and stuff. So the first beer I got was like 8.5% alcohol, and then the second beer was like a 6.5% alcohol.
Here.
So I was feeling
Jace.
pretty good after the second one. Nick wants another beer, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna have a water. She's like, why? And I go, well, I have to drive, and we're in Racine County, which I don't feel comfortable driving in the first place because fuckers are the cops are thirsty to give out tickets for anything.
Yeah.
So
that's the worst speed trap ever. I drive through it almost every day.
Oh yeah. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching him.
Right.
I don't trust him. That's a big wad of money now.
Right. So yeah, I thought it was just kind of weird. Like, hey, I'm gonna sit one out and
Great.
I'm gonna let you get drunk.
See, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought about saying that, but I was like, I'm not gonna push my luck.
Yeah. So yeah, next week there'll be no show. Next week it'll be 4th of July weekend.
So we can have a supplemental draft show.
Oh, we could.
Yeah,
Or we could just go to the South Bend game then on like Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I may have to.
Oh,
Twice.
that was close. I had 3 6s and 2 1s.
Nope, another night of no winners.
Oh man, we're a lot of losers here.
That's gonna be a night out pot. We gotta take that out drinking one night.
Yeah.
End of the year.
There's
If it's there,
there's
it's
quite
there.
a bit here now.
Okay. So you're closing this. I'm sorry, Scott. I mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm done. That was it. That was
We do gotta get back on track. Maybe next few weeks do maybe someone do a drink.
Well, I did. I have a bottle of bourbon in my car, but Willie said he wasn't going to be here.
There's one here too.
Yeah. But no, we'll do like a summer drink. People make a drink up and
old fashioned bourbon, old fashions.
Whatever you want to make. It's your summer drink choice.
So we got a Benchwarmers Cubs trip.
Yep.
We got a Benchwarmers Chiefs trip.
Then I'm wearing a Packer jersey.
Maybe we do it like a Beloit trip. Possibly here. I mean, should we do a submarine trip?
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Once again, with the Basement Benchwarmers for Ed, Tim, and Jace, who stopped in for the last minute. I am Scott. Everybody have a great 4th of July weekend. A safe and happy and healthy 4th of July. Take care, everybody.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
Bye, Felicia. Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
I'd give him more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Feels so